Man, the chief's up. Hey, y'all, look. It's a boat with some white people on it. Y'all wait here. I'm going to see what they want. Man. Up.
A desegregated park and a desegregated public toilet. You can sit down next to white folks on the toilet. That's no revolution.
I want to say a couple of things, and I really don't want you all to miss me before we get ready to go. My wife was here, and she was the president of the Association of Black Psychologists a couple of years ago, and she was responsible for taking about 500 people, including about 300 black psychologists, to Ghana, West Africa, for their national conference. The reason I point that out is because I want to say a couple of things, and I'm going to go out of bounds with what I have to say relative to what we've been talking about. First of all, I grew up in Brooklyn, and I saw, looking back on my life, I saw about 30 of my friends die, you know, getting shot, overdosing on drugs, any number of things that took them off the planet, you know, beautiful brothers. So as I started to become more conscious, I looked around, I started asking this very important question. I think the most important question that I ask myself and that you can ask yourself is why? And I wanted to find out what was going on. So I began to change. I began to examine everything. I don't like to use the word critically, but I started to really check things out. So I went through a very, very serious change. I mean, serious change. And what my wife and I did, we decided that we were going to drop out from the system. We delivered two of our 3 children at home using midwives. She didn't take any medication. We didn't go to a doctor. She talked me into doing that, but it was a beautiful experience for me to be there to help deliver our children. They were born, by the way, 2 years apart on the same day, and our oldest daughter helped us deliver our children. We also changed our diets. We saw the hospital system was killing our people, so we changed our diets. We have been vegan for about 30 years. That means no meat at all in any form, no dairy products, no sugar, no white flour, the same thing that Dr. Whitaker talked about. Because we understood that we were in a war, and I want to emphasize that to you. We are in a war. We left New York and went to North Carolina, and really it's on her again, we decided that we were not going to go in debt because the new form of slavery was economic slavery. Well, we got some land, we were very fortunate, and we built our own house. We built a log house. It took us 16 months. We worked night and day every day for the 16 months. And she was out there with a chainsaw in the cold and the rain, and we worked and we built the house so we would not have to give white people any money. I taught on the college level for a number of years at a so-called black college, and I'm down against black colleges. I'm going to tell you straight up, because some of the madness that's going on in these schools. But what I want to say is that there are 2 things going on the planet now. One is that when white people came to us and said, we're going to free you, we're going to emancipate you from the plantation, what they did was extended the boundaries of the plantation and made it an international plantation. Made us think that we were free. In addition to that, they made every white person on earth a plantation master or owner. So there are 2 things in operation. We are in an international prison. It's not just in America, but everywhere we go, our people are dying. So the things that are in operation on this planet is that white people want to kill us. I want you to understand that. They want to kill you. And it has nothing to do with what kind of degree you have, what kind of car you have, what kind of title you have, what fraternity you belong to, what religion you belong to. They want to kill you because that is part of their plan. There are any number of reasons why they want to do that. I'm not going to waste my time trying to figure out why they want to kill us. But I know that's what they want to do. And they want to do it in many different ways. psychological, economic, cultural, spiritual, social, and biological, chemical, electromagnetic. They want to kill you. But they also want to make money in the process of your death. Now, I saw a brother when I was coming in, he was smoking a cigarette. So now he's going to kill himself, but they're going to make money off of his death process. The other thing is that they want us to, if they don't kill us, like they tried to kill the brother by beating him up in New Orleans, if they don't kill us that way, or shooting like they killed the brother in Cincinnati, or like they killed Malice Green in Detroit, or like they killed Greenwich up in Pittsburgh, if they don't come out right and kill us straight, they want to get us to kill ourselves. Now, these are the only two operations on the planet. The other thing is that there's only one nigger on the planet. I never use that word. This is the first time I've used it. I don't even think that word. But there's only one nigger on the planet. And the nigger that's on the planet is the one that is destroying the water, the one that's polluting the air, the one that is exploiting people and resources. And the only nigger on the planet is the white man and the white woman. And then our people are not niggers. We are imitation niggers. Now, what we have to do is we have to devise a system or a plan for ourselves. And I said earlier that each one of you is a system. And everything that you do, every thought that you think, either you are supporting white world terror domination by your actions, what you buy, what you wear, where you go, what you eat, how you use your time. You are either supporting the white people in their process of death, or you're for African liberation. It's one or the other. And if we don't use our time wisely, then we are engaging in a form of subtle suicide. Because as I said earlier, their system is still going on. They still have these images on TV that are going on. They're still warehousing our children in the special ed, giving them Ritalin. There are no jobs. We fill in the hospitals. So their system is not stopping. And then finally, I want to say that we need one idea. And we're not thinking about a solution to the problem. We're dealing with all these other things, but these are diversions from the solution to the problem. And we have to start to think about a solution to the problem so that these young brothers and sisters who are here now, who are 15, 16, and 17, are not here 25 years later talking about these same problems. Now, how do I know that the white people know that we are going to come up with a solution to the problem? I know it because they have retina scans, they have what they call racial profiling, DNA banks, and they're monitoring our people to try to prevent the one person from coming up with the one idea. And the one idea is how we are going to exterminate white people, because that, in my estimation, is the only conclusion I have come to. We have to exterminate white people off of the face of the planet to solve this problem. Now, I don't care whether you clap or not, but I'm saying to you that we need to solve this problem because they are going to kill us. And I will leave on that. So we have to just set up our own system and stop playing and get very serious and not be diverted from coming up with a solution to the problem. And the problem on the planet is white people.
God tell you now. None of these Moses. Ghetto youth can't buy food nor clothes. Politicians give me read when they promise with roses. When it's politics time again, me see the youths them dying. The bigger heads them instigate war for we lose our life. Not me tired to see the dead sons and the mother them crying. Me see too much crying. At time to rebuild unity with PNP and labor rights. Pull up your one them Jamaica. Me swear to God, me cross me heart, me now go vote again. Politics a trick, we from the start, me now go vote again. Set up people life a tear apart, me now go vote again. The blood of your to you, they on the boat again. Politics of politics. You know see them every 5 years like a eclipse. Be a smiling face and be a lying lips. Be your guns with clips and fancy lyrics. Mouth, bikes and cars and overseas streets. Then you Instead, go out here, go be like a cake mix. Do not labor right, socialist blood to piss. But the queen money where she give you feed the get off it. This is new house panel, this is couple new whips. Yeah, secret bus out bigger than apocalypse. Oh, my baby can't live on she streets. That's why we say, me swear to God, me cross me heart, me never vote again. Politics a trick, we from the start, me never vote again. Get up people life a tear apart, me never vote again. The blood of death to you, them and the vote again. Me think the councillor need a counseling. Them fi know say that without our support them not go win. But them all for themselves, it's a greedy, it's a sin. One man no mean nothing, and not who know the earth has been. Hey, baby feed the dairy now, grand feed a tin. Milk powder here do, hey, Asla sell cheap. Me no want no handout, in me house we living no more beer, Guinness, rum and gin. When it's politics time again, me see the youths them dying, the youths them dying. The bigger heads them instigate war fi we lose our life. Tired to see the dead sons and the mother them crying. We see too much crying. At time to we build unity with PNP and Labour right. Pull up your one then Jamaica. Me swear to God because me heart me never vote again. Politics a trick me from the start me never vote again. Get up people life a tear apart me never vote again. The blood of death to you them and the vote again.
Young, gifted and black.
Oh, what a lovely, precious dream
To be young, gifted and black.
Open your heart to what I mean. In the whole world, you know, there's a million boys and girls who are young,
Gifted and black. And that's a fact. You are young, gifted and black.
we must begin to tell our young.
There's a world waiting for you.
Yes, good morning, welcome to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. That's a special request from one of our listeners, our senior lady listener, who always greeting the well-thinking people of Jamaica. We're going to straighten it out with Baba Marcia version, Straight Up.
That you should know when you're young.
Gifted and black. Oh, what a lovely young, gifted and black. Oh, what a lovely, precious dream. To be young, gifted and black. Open your heart
listen to all the different radio stations and them we listen to one another and them kind of way. Just a slight correction as I stand corrected from time to time. I was listening to discussion about you know, the so-called postponement of the election date. Well, as I was saying before, the election date had not been announced, so it's not a postponement. It's just that it's just like a false alarm. False alarm, different from an announcement. Kind of false alarm. But this election campaign is heading to be maybe the longest election campaign in Jamaica history, because in 1980 it was about 8 months. It was about 8 months, and this campaign started from at least July. So by the end of the year it will be 5.5 months at least. 5.5 months at least. Mark Wignall was they were, you know, discussing on another station the 1983 snap election, which was not contested by the PNP, and then the 1989 election, 1989 election, which the PNP won and replaced the Siaga government. But it was being recollected that late in 1988, it was found that the JLP was in so much trouble that Golden convinced Siaga early in 89 to call election early in 89. But that is not really so. The election was due from late in 88. The previous election was in 83 October, and 5 years, October, November it was. In the latter part of the year. I know the invasion of Grenada was about in October, somewhere between October and the end of the year. The election was late in 88, and therefore the 5 years expired late in 88. So that in the 89 February 9th election was actually in the overtime period. It was not an early election. It was not an early call of election. It was actually in an overtime period. Other thing is that the election date where the Prime Minister never called. It sound like what does it know? It would sound like a kind of not really premature. It sound like well, as a horse race as them set it up like a horse race analogy, but it sound more like a false start. Not even a false start. I never even call them today. A false signal, false alarm. But make we hear the Prime Minister talking about reaping PNP so they're not going to allow JLP for reap. As I was saying yesterday, this only betrays their attitude, what they are in this thing for. To reap, claiming that they're sowing in the belongings of the people of Jamaica. Sowing in the belongings of the people of Jamaica. And considering to reap back. Not the people of Jamaica for reap, you know. Them the PNP for reap and them the JLP for reap. So one of them has said them so and them not allow the other one for reap. Them are going to reap themselves. Hear the language? That betrays. That betray them. That is the real nature of them. Reaping where not belong to them. Reaping when not belong. Reaping and raping what not belong to them. I hear the Director of Elections also joined the call for a fixed election date. More and more people calling out for a fixing of election date so that this menopause business no really have the place in a confusion. An end to the political menopause where people calling date according to some hot rush or what we call some hot flashes or something like that. You don't understand. them a trace one another about one another house blueprint. How large a blueprint is on. Them a trace one another. And blueprint and green print and orange print. But none of them attacking the landlessness of the vast majority of voters. None of them attacking the landlessness of the vast majority of voters. None rescuing the right of people to a living space of each and every all. Each and every one and all. And not about that. And yet you hear some promises about land title and people who give out land and things. All of that is the same buying of votes. Look here, the buying of votes, it is more than ever in Jamaica. More than ever. More than the days when it was more commonly spoken about. The buying of votes is more than ever. More than ever in the history of Jamaica. More than ever in the history of Jamaica. And I was hearing some of the clips of the yesterday session of the Tivoli Enquiry, and I was hearing Mr. Earl there straightening out some things, and the legal representative of the army objecting to certain things, like Mr. Witt was outlining how the army was obstructing the progress, army and police obstructing the progress of the investigation that he was doing. Matter of fact, him goes so far as to point out one policeman physically assault him about 3 times in a space of a few minutes. Bounce him. Physically bounce him when he walk through the place. And him say him all have to point it out to the sergeant of the constable who was doing that, and the sergeant just look upon him and don't respond at all and don't reprimand that constable. I heard one of the commentators on Nationwide, describing Mr. Witter. Mr. Witter mastered the English language and enjoy using it well. This one presenter of Nationwide described him as, really like a class act, top drawer. In other words, the very top selection of the use of language and the handling of words on the Anglican itself at Tivoli Enquiry. Mr. Witter did in one of the written report did talk about someone or another spewing anal ribaldry in a female language, and the person was describing it. But the other thing is talking about language. Now that the Prime Minister have withdrawn our tongue, we should have no more of the kind of that kind of false alarm there, and no more arousal, no more premature arousal till our master touch her. Then the racehorse train, because that is the terms that you're talking in terms of. And no other party should be, she said what? No other party should be allowed to do the reaping at the right, and she and the PNP will do the reaping at the right time in the new year. Reaping at the right time in the new year. You hear the terms in which them talk and think. Reaping for themselves at the right time in the new year. This is the terms in which Jamaican politicians, the vast majority of them think. Not true? I just want to thank someone for Miss Wainwright, especially of Tough Gang and the Bob Marley Foundation. Tough Gang and Bob Marley Foundation. Tell her for me if you see her, tell her that straight up and Jerry Small thanking her very much for the literature that she sent to us. Very nice and very appropriate.
She stop, she go, she stop. She stop, she go, she stop, she go, go. She stop, she go, go. Hey, ooh, alright. Whoa, yeah. Hey, she want to be in the band. She want to give them a hand. She want to go with the flow. She got to sail in the boat. Yeah, she want to be a performer, be a contestant. But she got to be with the people that go stop in the bar down the road. So she stop, she go, she stop. She stop, she go, she stop, she go. Hey, stop. stop and go. That she dancing, what she singing, that she jumping, stop and go. She stop, she go, she stop, she stop, she go, she stop, she go. She want to go everywhere, she want to jump, shout and cheer. She want to do this, she want to do that, she want to chick and she want to chat. She want go east, she want go west, she want to blah 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 do shukwa. Yeah, she want to be a performer, be a contestant, but she got to be with the people that go marching the road with the flow. So she stop, she go, she stop, she stop, she go, she stop, she go. Hey, stop and go, that she dancing, what she singing, that she jumping, stop and go. She stop, she go, she stop, she stop, she go, she stop, she go. She stop, she go, she stop, she go, she stop, she go. Hey. If you get one step and you get to go, you feel walk go. Never make she say that you never do what a man should. Hey, that you dancing, what you singing, that you jumping. She stop, she go, she stop, she stop, she go, she stop, she go. Hey, she stop, yeah, she go, she stop, she go, she stop, she go. She want to sit down, she want to walk and she want to run. She want to go and she want to go. She want to blah 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 do shukwa. Yeah, she got to be a performer, be a contestant, but she got to be with the people that go stop in the bar down the road. So she stop, she go, she stop, she stop, she go, she stop, she go, she stop, she go, she stop, she go, she stop, she go. Hey, stop and go, that she dancing, what she singing, it's a jumping, alright. She stop, she go, she stop, she go. Hey, yeah, she go, she stop, she go, she stop, she go.
Yeah, imagine that when the festival song contest 1989, I'm a little virgin, you know, but that song they never really appropriate to win, but it win festival, maybe can win election too. Stop and go. Yeah man, Michael Forbes, I'm a little virgin, so help me bake too. Good sing out of 12 Tribe of Israel. Byron Lee vocalist, I think Byron Lee did kind of buy out the festival song competition. But it never, nice music, not appropriate for festival. Singing about a go stop girl. Stop and go, can't make up the mind for that. You want to be with the people. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello?
Morning.
Welcome, sir.
Stop and go.
Yes, sir.
I have few little items this morning, and I know if you will appreciate them.
Yes.
Those you believe Minister of Finance should apologize to the country?
For what?
For talking about the opposition house.
Apologize to the country or to the opposition?
Yeah, not to the opposition, to we Jamaicans.
For talking about the house, yeah.
Talking about the house, because each one of us Jamaican work, go away, I work here towards buying a house, you know, I buy a piece of land and build a house.
Yeah.
And it's not a easy task to buy a piece of land and build a house or buy a house.
Yeah.
Because you cannot live on any tree. You cannot sleep on a tree. And I think him should apologize to each Jamaican to open their mouth and talk about the opposition house.
Maybe trying out of many. Tree is not out of many, one house.
Him should apologize
about the same amount of money for.
Because if you buy a house now, you have to actually, a ordinary little house maybe is over 10 million.
Yeah. Yes, a 2-bedroom and a 2-bathroom.
1 bathroom, one little bathroom
one
can only turn into.
Yeah.
And a small little kitchen.
Yeah.
And the opposition supposed to apologize to us speaking about free education and free health.
Speaking about it, apologize for talking about it.
Yes, because he may be not collecting it up front, but he going to collect it off a tax if he win.
No education no free. It's being paid for by the taxpayers, but
yes.
Free entry to school.
Yes.
Free attendance at school, not free education.
Yes, free attendance at school and free attendance in hospital, but we the taxpayer pay towards a facility those things.
Yeah.
Such as a house now, you know.
Yeah.
To build a house, you have to buy the land.
Yeah.
You got to get the title.
Yeah.
You got to get a architect to draw the plan. The plan have to approve, register to the parish council. The plan have to pass. After the plan pass, and you have to get a contractor to build the house. If you use 1 grain of sand, you have to pay tax.
Yeah.
If you don't have any sewerage, you have to use a pit, and you have to get water in the house. If once you have water running the area, you have to pay a tax for the water. You have to pay the water rate. You have to pay tax for the property a year time. If you use 1 nail, you have to pay a tax for it. So when him criticizing both houses, all the people them that is there waving flags and blowing on, they should look into themselves and know that the shirt or the cap with them have on is we pay for it.
Yes, okay.
And he must apologize to we Jamaican that he make a mistake when he was speaking about Mr. Warner's house.
All right, thank you. So 2 apologies. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Yes, Jerry.
Well, sir, welcome.
Are you listening to the discussion with what is happening down at Costa?
You mean with the car, them?
Yeah.
With the cars that supposed to be up for auction being removed from customs, being approved for removal through some underhand method seized by the government. This, yeah.
Yeah, because what I understand.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very cloudy. Very cloudy. Because I listened to the discussion yesterday on the next program.
Yeah.
And what this man is saying, the man that deal with the car, he's saying he paid his money. And sometimes he say, well, sometimes you can do without pay because the custom can use their discretion.
No, you don't start at the beginning. Pay his money for what?
Yeah?
Pay his money for what?
To get the car to the customers.
Which cars?
The car on the wharf.
Yeah, which cars on the wharf? Is a special set of cars, not just all cars on the wharf. It's not just the cars that come off the wharf.
These people, they deal with car sales, right?
Yeah.
All right. What I'm understanding now, that they got the car in their custom warehouse. This man is saying now, which is Mr. Reese, saying that it should not have been there because something have gone wrong. Like somebody must have signed some paper that the conclusion I get. That's why they could have it in their custom house and that was illegal. Did you get that understanding?
Why were the cars being auctioned?
Because they were there too long.
Too long for what?
They should not be on the wharf for so long.
And why they must on the wharf so long?
Might be the man, they have the money to pay.
No, them just leave it there. A lot of time people leave things there. You understand? Them bring in the car certain time, them leave it there. Them don't go clear it and pay the money. Because that money can go and go do something else. You understand? So them left it there and tie up the wharf and tie up the space. And because of that, after a certain time, the authorities put them on auction. But suddenly after them depot auction, them missing from customs house. And when you look, they mean the car dealer, car lot. What I'm going through all of this is to show you, Mr. Fox, that it is better to listen to the news properly, understand the process of what happened. That when you come here and talking about it, you don't only know just one little...
Jerry, that's why like when you listen, that when I raise an issue, right, you listen different from me, I listen different from you. That is exactly what I want you to do, Jerry. Bring out the issue that discuss with you.
Yes, that's true. Sometimes you bring a book cover come here, you know. So that you was at the bus stop and you find this book cover.
Don't go there, Jerry.
And then now you say we must.
Issue that we are
you are asking us to.
There.
Yes, you are asking us to locate the book. You find this cover.
Don't go there, Jerry.
Sometimes it's
a serious issue.
It's a serious thing, but you understand better now, though.
Yes, I understand it. Yes.
And sometimes you look and you see a book cover, you know, but when you say no book no in there, you know, like when you look. And you see like one car upon the wharf, and you take a car, no really did it, move on, gone that car lot. So you come like you see the same book cover.
Thing very close the same way because.
Yeah. Anyway, check it out now. Listen. Before you discuss it, Before you discuss it anymore, try and find out more about it because when you're discussing it, you don't check out.
You must listen sometime, you know, man.
Yeah, you listen.
You listen sometime. I must discuss the issue.
We have to go listen to somebody else now. No, we have to go to some other call now. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. No feeling away. We're going over the time, and we should find you. You should put your argument on action. We should have action your phone card because you're gone over the time. And good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Next one, please. Morning. Sometimes we lose all two car off of the wharf through, you know, your text along. Good morning. How much phone call that we lose now? 3. I think it's 3 we lose over it because we're gone over the time. Check out things more that we can discuss it better. Or you listen and you learn. Next one, please.
You should inform him that they
get out. There's under no circumstance that can have an action. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Small, morning.
How are you doing?
Yes, sir. You know that you're a couple months down the line you have been criticizing Mr. Holness.
Yes, about that.
Yes, I've been soft.
Me? Yes?
Yes.
Tell me the words that I use.
I don't exactly remember the word you used, but you always say soft and he had no use.
Yeah.
Are you the improvement?
Are you the gentleman who pointed out to us that Mr. Seaga did make a statement about Cameron?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Yeah, but do you see an improvement on Mr. Holness? To be fair to him.
Yeah, no, you kind of framed me a while ago. You kind of framed me, but you don't tell me the words that I said.
Can't remember.
Then if you can't remember what I said, how are you?
Well, anyway, I want to make a point.
No, not anyway. Hold on, stop right there. Not anyway. How can you be framing me and you don't remember the words that I say?
But I always hear you criticize Mr. Holness.
Yeah, but you can't. What word?
No solution.
No, I said none of them. No, I said none of them. None of them is the solution. Either the JLP and the PNP is the solution to the population of Jamaica's needs for management.
But Mr. Small, every time I heard Mr. Holness go on a platform, he's telling the nation how his plan, how he's going to run the country. How he's going to get growth and create employment, and I'm sure I heard that.
Yeah, and you say you follow him up on the platform, but I don't follow him up on the platform.
Okay, however, if he becomes a prime minister, this country is going to be your prime minister too.
My prime minister under no circumstance. Yeah. I don't have any prime minister under any circumstance.
However, I want to make a point. Last night when the news...
Are you there? Call back again. Next one, please. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Mr. Small.
Welcome.
We are in a country that don't realize that farming is one of the most lucrative of all sectors.
Farming, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Take for example, we are talking about tourism is one of our main earner.
Yeah.
But I guess the politicians do not look into what is going on in the world. Now, I heard this morning that the Americans are saying that they are telling their people that they are not to travel out, especially in large crowd or in large group.
Yeah.
For the ISIS have their network all over the world to target these people. So they are toning down the tourism throughout their hemisphere.
Yeah.
So if we are planning to earn all these projects that is now putting up in Jamaica, what do you think is going to happen to them? Under these kind of ISIS and other aspects that is going on throughout the world?
Yeah, well, travel could slow down.
Yes, it's going to slow it down. So we are harping about growing economy and tourism and all the rest, we can be in serious problem in building all these hotels and all the rest.
No, it's not Jamaican money building the hotels, most of them, you know.
Oh. So, I guess, well, that's another aspect.
But you could be in problems if you're planning for that income and putting on your pot on fire.
Right, Mr.
Instead of and sitting down watching the pot. You can put on your pot on fire, but meanwhile the pot and the fire go and work. A lot of people now put down pot on fire and sit down and watch pot instead of go and also some other food.
So Small, I think we should start to look at every square inch of land that we can farm in this country and start to use farming as the main earner of our growing our economy.
Main earner of growing an economy. How it would be a main earner of growing an economy? You'd have to export food or food product, you know that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At a very high.
So it's not just simple
it's
not just simple farming. It is agricultural industry, agro-industry.
True, sir. Pardon my expression.
But no, you don't have to apologize, but it's just pointing out the additional value added, you know. And you have to do it in a way that is highly productive so that it don't take you 20 days to grow 1 acre of pumpkin, or I don't take you 20 man days to grow it when other people are growing it in a 3 man days, because they will, any money that can pay for them 3 days work, they can sell it for that. You're going to have to go sell it for 20 days work. So if you're not productive, you're not going to be able to sell your thing abroad cheaper than the other guy we're trying to sell it abroad too.
So we need to have some scientists. We need to start to train some scientists in the country and put them in the agriculture.
Or train farmers scientifically. It's more important to train farmers scientifically. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Small.
I thank you.
That's all I have to say.
Next one. Labour right, Jerry Small. Election put back for next year. What are you going to talk and campaign about now? Bias? I want to read at this. You have read that in a 2-party. Wallip. Next one. Jerry, how much is the Prime Minister's salary now, and how much Andrew getting as pension after serving as Prime Minister? We should remember that taxpayers are paying these bills along with past and present governors general are true. Next one. Jerry Portia speaks of youth, but yet Price and Crawford get shub out. Sister P, under pressure, huh? Hannah under pressure. Sister P, Hannah under pressure. Next one. Jerry, when or how did the Burks and the East Kingston crew get so powerful in the PNP? Then where have you been? The Burks been in the PNP from 1938. What are you talking about? The Burks been in the PNP from 1938. What are you talking about? Are the third generation Burke now are on the PNP? Third generation. I don't understand you. This coming from Williams. I don't know if you give Williams family bad name, but where was you all the while? Burke's been in the PNP. Paul Burke practically in control of the PNP YO from 1972-73. His father did in there. His grandfather one of the founding member. I think his grandfather one of the founding member. But one of the strongest. Where he was. Good morning and welcome back to Straight Up. Hello.
Hey.
Morning.
Good morning. You know the song Burke's Law?
Burke's Law, yeah.
Good.
Come to it.
Nothing.
Now why you ask?
I just ask a question if you know it.
Now why you ask me if I know Burke's Law? There must be some sensible reason.
Alright. If you have time, you can find it. Please.
I play it here all the while. Till I tire. Yeah, tired to play it.
Yeah, but you know what?
Where you was?
You have some men, you know. Who
you have some men?
I said, there are some men.
Oh.
Some work at a particular company, vaccine company there. The man them in the late 60s, not going to the 70s, when the Burke's Law come in, the man them used to have white rum, drink white rum and milk, and they call it Burke's Law.
Mix
milk.
What them call that drink the Burke's Law?
Yes, man. That's what they call it and drink it and call it Burke's Law.
The baby call it burp.
You never believe. Anyway, if you say somebody I tell a lie, alright, before I go there, you know one time you say there was a place in chapter in the Kings, in the book of Kings. I don't remember second or first or second Kings. The Lord decided to wipe out the whole tribe of Israel, you know. Because some man go and do what things contrary to God asked him to do. I think it's naming the people, something like that. And when the man decided to pray, I think David, and he begged the Lord and said, please, don't wipe out Israel. And I said, Lord, change your mind. The Lord said, boy, you know, through this man intercede for the Israelites. And the Lord changed his mind and did not wipe out Israel. And so the Lord repented of the evil that he had thought in his mind. I said the Bible said, and my sister. So
who did think the evil in their mind?
So the scripture says.
I say who did think the evil in their mind?
The scripture, the Lord. And the sister, the scripture says so. So the Lord repented.
Who write that scripture?
Well, you know me now. So let us go on.
I said, who wrote that scripture?
55 men, man.
Who wrote that scripture?
In 1611, King James got 55 men and the version.
Yeah, and who wrote that scripture that the Lord did think evil, man?
I tell you what King James did.
I come like one of them. I come like the text where the person who write that scripture probably the text where say labor right Jerry Small.
Yeah, so I tell you say.
Them kind of.
If the Lord can change your mind.
But them party, it sounds like you're coming from your party headquarters, you know.
What is my party headquarters? My party and your party is the same, you know.
Eh? What your party? What?
My party and your party is the same.
What is my party?
Same like me.
What is my party?
I am rooting for Jamaica, man. I'm not rooting on party.
No, your party is rooting for same-sex marriage.
That is your opinion.
No, but they said so.
That is no, sir.
Yeah, but the Prime Minister said so.
No.
And Angela Brownberg said so.
Please not. Angela Brownberg may have a different thing, but please do not bring up propaganda.
The Prime Minister said so, of course.
She did not say that.
Yeah, of course.
You're telling lie against her.
Against her? No,
you're telling lie.
No, but
her.
But she make a deal. She make a deal like what? She make a deal like what Obama make.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You mustn't tell lie on the Prime Minister, man.
No. Who must tell lie on?
But upon yourself.
Oh.
Because you said, do not bear false witness again. Was that one of the commandments, you know?
Yeah.
The bearing false witness again.
And she also promised to she promised to review the Bugger law, but AJ Nichols say you're crazy.
Okay. You know, Jerry, it's very interesting, you know, when I started to talk to you yesterday evening and time was in it because I have 1.5 minutes and I said, alright. So I said, alright, what really happened, Jerry? I have seen, and you said you could never believe that man would attack police.
Yes, sir.
You said that? I mean, tell us
I didn't say I never believed that it would ever happen. I said most of the reports I never believed that it really happened.
Oh, good. But I saw where men try to mow down police and civilians with their motor car.
Yeah.
And that's not what I tell you yesterday.
Yeah.
They say people try to kill people with car. Yes. You must see how I hear about it. Yes, and that is an intentional thing.
All right. I forgot to another call, yeah? Right. Thank you very much. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Hello, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, I just wanted zero in on the wholeness issue. How wholeness is a public figure.
Yeah.
And a public figure who held public office for a minimum period, very, very short period. And then
hold on. Which short period are you talking about?
He held prime ministership for less than a year.
So he wasn't a public figure before that?
He was a public figure. But
hold on. Then how you mean that him... Hold on. Then if he was a public figure before that...
My friend, allow me to make my point. There is a reason why I call. And when you distract, it is a ploy on your part. So allow me to make the point. Thank you. Mr. Holness is a public figure. And when he's in the public space, he is subject to be scrutinized by his opponent and the rest of us. That is fair game. If he is into extravagant spending, then he should account to the public where that money comes from. And I think that is also fair. So for him to stand on a political platform and talk about people bad minding, he needs to tell us where he get those billions and billions of money that he's spending to build this palace.
Hold on there. I have no interest in the Prime Ministership of Holiness. I have no interest in the Prime Ministership of Portia Simpson Miller or Peter Phillips or any of them. But let me ask you this. How much is a billion?
Jerry, a billion.
Yes.
I'm not going into maths.
You're not going into maths. Well,
I know how much a billion.
You just demonstrate what you are dealing with. You are talking about figures, but you are not going into maths. You know what a billion is?
I know what a billion is.
How much is a billion? How much is a billion?
I say I know what a billion is.
Well, how much is a billion? How much makes a billion?
My friend, I am saying wholeness needs to account.
Could you identify yourself?
Public.
Can you identify yourself? Could you identify yourself? Because I don't know what to believe about you. You say billionaire, but you want to tell me how much a billion. You say friend, I want to know what you mean by friend. Because I really have to evaluate it. You say my friend. Could you identify yourself like I evaluate if really me and you is friend? Because you talking about billion and don't want to evaluate it.
I am not here into comic show. I am saying wholeness.
All right, call back again soon. Call back again, soon o'clock. Next call. Soon o'clock, you call back again. Next call. Morning, welcome straight up. Hello. Good morning. Next one, please. Good morning.
Hello, Jerry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How can people identify as political as belonging to a party? I don't understand that.
You think you understand all of the people in the world?
No, this one I'm talking about. Why don't stick to the point, man? I am saying I don't understand how they call you PMPI, JLP.
But you're not going to understand everybody in the world. I'm not going to understand everybody.
Well, I understand it.
Yeah.
Because I cannot see where you are PMPI, JLP, you talk it every day.
I talk it, but you can't watch me.
You don't belong to none of them.
No, you can't watch me talk. You have to watch me action.
Well, I don't see no action or nothing neither.
Oh.
So I don't know. You just say it clear, loud and clear, so you don't belong to none of them. None of them can be a leader. Then how come people say you're JLP and you're PMP? That is madness on their part. Them crazy.
But Bunting said that Black River is PNP. They have Pentecost Black River meeting.
That's what he said?
Yes, him says that they have Pentecost because unity. They were all together in one accord in one place. You never hear him?
No, never hear, no.
So what you was...
Because I know with a man like quote them type of the Bible thing and you know what I mean?
Yes, but look here.
Yeah.
You was in the bar drinking. You go clear a Black River. You're not paying attention to what the speaker saying. You're going from bar to bar.
And that's better than some kind of drinker now.
Yes.
Jerry, I tell you. I know, Willie, you must come like a straighter to Willie, yeah? You know Onion Willie?
Yeah. Why must do to him?
You mustn't carry him all around the place like that, man. The man asks that thing and you carry the man all around the place. Come straight to the man, the man talk to you something straight. Just go straight now, Jerry, man, and stop. Sit up the people there, man. That's what I like about you know.
Yeah.
Just stop that, man. You're cool, yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you very much. We have some more text messages there, please. All right. Let us play. We could play a piece of music. Long shot. I go here for a long shot there. Jackpot.
Good morning. With your 10 o'clock headlines here on News Talk 93 FM, I'm Shanice Brown. State Minister in the Ministry of Science, Technology, Energy and Mining, Julian Robinson, is appealing to internet and social media users to protect their personal information in cyberspace. Robinson says children should limit the amount of information they post online in order to avoid fraud and personal injury. He was addressing a forum held at the Terra Nova Hotel in St. Andrew, where the Office of the Children's Advocate, OCA, announced that it will be publishing an internet and social media guide for the protection of children during Child Month in May 2016. Detectives attached to the Montego Bay Police Station seized a firearm and several rounds of ammunition while on patrol in Paradise, Norwood, St. James yesterday. Reports are that at about 8:40 p.m., gunmen allegedly opened fire at the patrol team. The gunfire was returned, and after the shooting subsided, the area was searched. One submachine gun with a magazine was seized. No one was arrested in connection with the seizure. Russian President Vladimir Putin has warned that Turkey's downing of a Russian warplane on the Syrian border will have serious consequences for bilateral ties. Speaking at a meeting with Jordanian King, Putin branded the shooting down of the aircraft as stab in the back by accomplices of terrorists. The fighter jet was shot down this morning on the Syrian border by 2 Turkish warplanes. And those were your 10 o'clock headlines. News next at 11. I'm Shanice Brown.
And I play Long Shot at the end of the program. I play at the first hour started back again. Long Shot, that was a very popular music, 1968. And the follow-up music, Long Shot, Kick the Bucket and so on. True, in at that time of a season, a racing season, not a one race day. A racing season. Be reminded, it's not a one race day, it's a racing season. And I have a few text messages, a couple of phone calls before. I'm so glad to tell you that both our guests are here. We did play a piece of music for them yesterday morning, whether them know it or not. We are a family, and I've got all my sisters, always not all the sisters. We have the Duncan sisters, who both of whom are contesting seats in the general election to come. I don't know if it's the first, I think this must be the first time that 2 sisters are contesting seats in the same general election. We now have 2 brothers, even from 2 different parties, the McNeils and the Spaldings contesting seats in the same election, I believe, for different parties. Anyway, long story short, text message. Good day, Jerry. Say happy birthday to my daughter, Sasha Powell. Sasha Powell in Rose Valley. I must say Powell is not Powelling. Sasha Powell. Good day. Oh, it's not. I don't think it's our mistake. Good day, Jerry. Say happy birthday to my daughter, Sasha Powell in Rose Valley, St. Elizabeth, from father Adrian and brother Jamar in Kingston. Happy birthday, Sasha Powell. Hope you're listening. Sasha, them name there. In Jamaica, them name a young name. Them name a long time name in a Russian name place. But sometimes you can know the vintage of people when you hear the name them. Like Kimisha and all them. You know, nobody over 30 name Kimisha, you know, or not over 40. And you don't have nobody on the 50 name Eugenie, so you can't know the name them on the vintage. Not true. You know any young Eugenie run up and down in no basic school? No. Next one. Jerry asks Imani Price. Is it Imani? I can't try. I think it's Imani. If she related to Rodney Bounty Killer Price. If so, how? Raymond. I don't think she when vex hour? Hungry hour? What Bounty say? Cross. I don't think she cross. Next one. Morning, Uncle Jerry. Sending condolences to the Tapper family. Uncle Hayden will... What? Hayden move? Hayden Tapper step? Thank you very much for sending this message here. From one of them niece or nephew. Hayden step. Hayden Tapper. From the well-known Tapper family. Know him from him I go to school. Hayden Tapper. Brother of Sharky and many other brothers. Tapper family. Mother I think is still alive in 90s and her 90s. Hayden Tapper, I never know. I want to hear from the Oxford family. I need to hear from the Oxford family. Condolence to Hayden Tapper family, of course. Next one. Jerry, I say pictures with Peter Phillips' kids with Bob Marley at a birthday party. Were they friends? Yeah, man. And Sister Minnie and Rita Marley were more than friends. They were sisters. Social. This come from social. Yeah, man. Peter Phillips and Bob Marley was brethren, but Minnie and Rita are closer than a brother. Yes, 2 phone calls we sent for the the Duncan sisters, and we're hoping that we'll be able to stay for the rest of the program, because I'm sure that in the third hour people going to want to interact with them on the phone. Straight up. Good morning, welcome. Straight up, hello. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Come along. Next one.
Yeah, morning.
Morning, good morning, welcome.
Yeah, man, thank you very much. Boy, your song that you're open with, is it Stop and Go?
No, we never open with Stop and Go. Stop and Go was the third music of the day by Michael Forbes.
Okay.
Right, what about it?
Song one.
Eh? What about Stop and Go?
No, I'm just appropriate.
Appropriate to what?
To what is happening now on the political scene, the Stop and Go.
Oh, you mean Stop and Go?
Yes, it's implicating to me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, now these comrades called in a program, and just like
just like what?
The billions of dollars.
Just like what?
And they don't, they don't know calculate a billion.
You don't know if you calculate a million or a billion?
No, billion. Yeah, it's 1,000 million makes a billion.
1,000 million. Make 1,000 million make a billion.
Yeah.
Yes, and I say him no, I'm not sure about how much a billion is. That's why I say you said that they are comrades. I don't know if they are the comrade. I don't know if it's a comrade, but that's why sometimes I say that the present parties, especially the PNP, might be unrecognizable to even Michael Manley, because one of Michael Manley's favorite word is billion. When you hear Michael Manley say billion, it sounds so good. It's like Miss Duncan. When you hear Michael Manley tell about some big budget, to tell us about billion, and him have the voice, you know.
Indeed.
Yes. Those are the voices of...
when he speaks, he command listener to the song.
Yeah, it's commanding, yes, commanding voice, yes, true. I'm present.
So I must be turning them grave at these 20 people.
You must be what? Turn them grave?
Turning them grave,
Not all of them. I have some of them here who... I don't think they could raise the dead.
Well, the Duncan family...
Yes, man, they are here.
Oh.
It's only you standing between the listeners and them.
Good morning.
Morning.
You know, hear them tell you good morning. You know, hear them tell you good morning.
Yes, it's just Trisha.
And Imani.
Yes, welcome. I mean, we're looking, it's just that you're on the wrong party.
Oh, yeah? So do you know?
But aren't we all Jamaicans, though?
We are all Jamaicans. We're in the right country,
That's
right?
Well, the future might look a little better. Sorry for having you.
Yeah.
And, just look at the issues here, because this election is about dissecting the issue. And I just basically take all of those vuvuzela and the bell and put them in some barrels. So now, so we want to...
All right, you know, you jump the gun, you know, much like the kind of the campaign there, because you start interact with them, and we never expect to hold having any callers interacting with them before 11 o'clock. But anyway, one thing I want to point out to that their father, D.K. Duncan, was one of the clearer minds in the New Beginning movement, and also in the National Democratic Movement. So you and from how I sound, you as a Labourite more sound like a NDM Labourite more than a Rockstone one. I can't go any further. What's that?
DK, he had some minor acquaintance with Mr. Siaga.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much. Here's one more call. Yes, sir. One more call before we step into it. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Good morning. Next one, not there.
Morning, Papa.
Go ahead, please. Good morning, sir. Welcome.
How are you doing?
Welcome. Thank you.
You know, I always enjoy the program, and I keep on saying that on my introduction.
Yeah.
But the real issue that I want to talk about is this note that we started on this morning. And the fact is, I would never expect that the Prime Minister would call the election for this year.
That you never expect her to call it, okay?
No, I would never expect it. I was never expecting, and I expect that he never call, and I actually did it.
Yeah.
And my main reason for that is the same expression she made. She don't want anybody to reap what she sow. And that big drawdown that they made some weeks ago from the IMF is an indication of what she said. They don't want anybody to spend that money.
Not quite a big drawdown, but in fact the IMF renegotiating the target in light of our reaching our commitments as a country. And let's not, scoff at what Jamaicans have sacrificed themselves for, People talk about it as a political ploy, Jerry. And I say, boy, can you imagine after the last 3 years what we'll go through and we reduce it to potentially
reaping the reward.
We're reaping that rewards, and everybody has put themselves into this thing. So let us say, good Jamaica, go on through.
So if your budget and you find if your budget and you find the money in your pocket that you expect it to be there because you walk, even then you see how many people walking from half a street to cross.
Yes. Right.
Them taking 3 buses home, them start to go and walk one.
Right.
When you reach home, you expect to find $110
right. What you save.
From where you save and so on.
And you can't spend that $110 on something else.
Yes, Carla, just finish up that you can pay attention completely to them ladies here. You are still here?
Yeah, man.
Go on. You have another minute.
I'll let you go ahead with the ladies. I'll keep on listening.
All right, well, thank you very much. Yes, welcome to Straight Up, not for the first time, Imani.
No.
Imani or Imani?
Imani. Or Imani. Joke, no, Imani.
Yes. And,
First
and Trisha, yes.
First time for me on Straight Up. So good to be here, Jerry.
Yeah, but I remember some very good times, especially sometimes facilitated both by your father and by your aunt Liz Hall.
Yes, we've had some really good times. Really, really good times, and working for Jamaica.
Boy, that is such a great lady. Only a great lady Jamaica produced, I tell you.
So
true.
Yes, man. And inside of that also
some
inspired by Mommy.
Yes.
Joan Duncan, I tell you. Some big work.
Yes.
And then Aunt Grace, Emmanuel's mother.
Yeah, she was a great political work also.
And social activist. Working with persons with disabilities. 27 schools built across Jamaica. She was a serious woman too.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
You feel really good, Trisha, that to be blessed,
Yes. And then we have Bev in our life.
And
right? And then we have Bev in our life. That's right. And I want everybody to get it. We are both going into politics, but politics as a method of service.
That's right.
As a way of giving service. Because service is in our life. That's what we've grown up with in all around us of our life. Through Daddy, through Mommy, Joan Duncan, Auntie Liz, Grace Duncan, Beverly Manley. We have had examples in the generation before us.
Well,
my in-laws as well, Happy Sutherland.
Yes. Yeah, football and more other things.
That's right.
Before I would just add that it's a serious thing because before Imani was, I think before she was born, when we have visited your father and your mother, when we have visited your family in Brownstown in the 60s, sometime with Walter and sometime without him. Your mother wake up all 3 o'clock in the morning and is looking about food for all 5, 10, 15 away. DK don't come make a phone call to the supermarket owner. The supermarket get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, go to the supermarket, go open the supermarket.
Because the person knew about the purpose and objectives.
And him send we, because we are traveling a little motorcade, him send we with the pickup where we have. Go to the supermarket and him say must full up that to do them youth them
need.
Are
you serious?
Yes, man, all the time.
Yeah, man.
And meanwhile, I pull some of brethren teeth.
In a Brownstone, right?
Yeah, man, and I reach high class, and I send go around to all of the different man them who interested, We leave him here about 4 o'clock one morning. I reach up the hill to Aaron's gas station. I don't know if you know Aaron's gas station name. First gas station I ever know in my life. The one with the roundabout. And there's the police curfew the whole square I look for it.
Yes, serious? That was Black Power movement them time.
Yeah, but that's about service. Like what Liz all like what your mother done.
Yeah, man.
But hear this now. There was one thing that characterized this whole election period, and this election period seemed like it's going to work out to be the longest campaign period, because certainly Jamaica has been in election mode from at least July.
Yes,
and shades of it from before, but and the election not likely to be held before the end of February, maybe. Anyway, long story short is that it has been a characteristic of so many seats, maybe nearly half of the seats, both in the JLP and the PNP, of several several trial runs of which candidate and overturning and selection and go back. And it has characterized both parties. So you know that it's not just an accidental thing. It is a climate change in Jamaica.
Which is really our own accountability, would you say?
Yeah.
That Jamaicans are now ready to take on accountability and suitability in a particular kind of way. Maybe all of the contests are not exactly reflecting of how we'd want accountability to reflect, but the fact that we are able to move into a position of contest to make sure we have the right representative is the positive we can take.
But the seat after which you are going, it has not been so much characterized by that. Partly because your mother, family and you are largely from Clarendon.
And also, guess what a big part of it is? Because there were, in initial stages, persons thinking about it. But you know, if you go in there with a politics of partnership and love, and you can have a conversation, and you can bring agreement, and you can bring unity, and you can bring team, it helps. And so not going into a constituency 2 weeks before an election, but you're going into a constituency
2 years.
2 years before an election to build that constituency. You build trust and you build a different way to enter a constituency.
Now Peter Bunting is well known for financial acumen, engineering acumen, other things in choice of which lady them admire and all them kind of
Let's
things.
not talk about that part.
But we like I'm seeking for guidance and those things.
Yes.
But to me,
we love the guidance part because we're in the guidance.
But to me, one of the most significant things about Peter Bunting is that he effectively retired Hugh Shearer.
That's right. Correct. And I am riding on his frock tail right down there. Well, not quite frock, but maybe pants foot.
Yes. So if
and with some new things as well.
With some new things as well.
If you are able to unseat
Roddy
Spencer, a trade unionist in the tradition of Hugh Shearer.
That's right.
We know the Buster man, the Clarendon seat, that and the other. You might maintain the same or even a higher trajectory than Bunting.
Well, that's the intention. And the intention is I tell them in Southeast Clarendon, I'm giving a minimum of 10 years to Southeast Clarendon. I'm there to build Southeast Clarendon. I'm not here to start a political career. I'm here to end my career in the corporate life by giving service to Jamaica. And I've chosen in this way. And I have chosen to give to Southeast Clarendon a minimum of 10 years.
Well, now we have to come back to something.
Yes.
That a lot of people are concerned about. Some with confidence, some with apprehension, or some even more with trepidation. The return of the PNP and of the Labour movement, because Labour Party is supposed to really come out of the Labour movement, and PNP is a nationalist movement.
Yes.
The return of those to the core values which have not been fulfilled yet, not fully. Because normally say, well, it's filling up. It's filling up, but it's not full up yet.
Right.
Yes.
Because what? The thing that will lack is not ideas. Mr. Jamaica not
fixity of purpose.
So you will agree that the return to those core values and that trajectory is what Jamaican people looking for people like yourself, still young enough and still and old enough to be acquainted with them values.
That's right.
Those values that's still valid. Now,
can we just reiterate the values for the listeners, Jerry? The two main values are social justice and equality of opportunity. So it's important to remember, social justice, that the system that we have in Jamaica that we inherited when we in fact gained our independence, or freedom rather, in 1838, and then had to fight in 1938. After 100 years, when Jamaica did not substantially change at all.
No.
That is why we have social justice as the first primary social value. First value. Writing, each person having a fair chance to make it in life. So let's not forget that one.
Now I dare say that independence is still being constructed.
I would agree with you, and which is why my platform is dependence to independence. It's not an independence you're talking about of economic independence or political independence, but we're talking about individual independence, that mindset change. Bob Marley was good. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery.
Marcus Garvey.
He was good to amplify. Bob Marley was great to amplify.
That's right. Marcus Garvey said, and Bob Marley amplified it. Important for us, and we remember him for it. But in the context of social justice. We've misunderstood social justice a bit in Jamaica, and we think of social justice in the context of somebody did us something and we have to, so them owe us something. Right, no. So we are to sit here and wait for it to be delivered.
All right, I'm going to cut to shorty because what you're talking about deserves more time than the 3 minutes that we have before the break.
All right.
Now, with the turning and turn and overturn, like what even the Bible had mentioned, they shall turn and turn and overturn until whose right it is.
Yes.
Why not Peter Blake?
Well, Mr. Comrade Blake, and I can say Comrade on his show, right?
Yes.
It's an internal selection process.
Yeah.
It was very heated in East Rural St. Andrew. And both sides, supporters of both Comrade Damien Blake, Damien Crawford, Damien Crawford and Comrade Peter Blake, both supporters have felt very strongly. Exactly, felt very, very strongly. And Peter Blake did not feel that he could really bring the two sides together. And you know, Jerry, for any election,
Blake, what?
Did not feel he could unite the two sets of supporters.
Who intimated that to you?
Peter Blake.
He did it?
Yes, we had conversations before I decided to actually accept the request of the Constituency Committee to unite and work with the comrades all across East Rural St. Andrew and bring them back together. I had to speak with different comrade leaders inside of that constituency to understand really and truly what the dynamics were and really could we come together. And I really got the point that given what had happened, had transpired over 3 to 6 months, people's feelings are real, Jerry. Let me tell you. And people really stood up.
And probably the timetable look shorter than what they look now.
Well, no, even healing takes a while, you know. We're all human beings.
No, but
it's not 2 months, it's not 3 months.
But for healing to go on frequently, the bandage is best applied first.
That is very true.
Right, so with a shorter timetable that it appeared to have been.
You have to have a bandage.
But I am asking if the supporters of the both of them.
Yes.
They were so adamant that it had to bring in
a consensus candidate. That's what they called it when they called me to the meeting and asked me. And I said, you know, I heard both sides. And I said, comrades, if we can go back to, like you said, Jerry, our principles and objectives of our party, remembering that we're all comrades united into that objective, then I will work. I will give you my best. I will walk every part of the constituency as best as I can to bring us together. And in fact, also inspire the uncommitted and maybe some Labourites as well to come and join us because...
Who you would be up against?
Senator Alexander Williams.
It seemed to be Alexander Williams, the senator.
Yes, yes. A good man. I mean, I know him for the last
before
3 years.
Him, who had the proposal?
No, it was him.
Ever since Gordon Webley left.
Exactly.
Okay.
It was him.
Yeah.
So he's been working.
And so forth.
So Gordon Webley.
The good thing, Jerry, is that since I've been in the field in the constituency for the last 2.5 weeks, it's been amazing. I mean, because I'm able to listen to both sides and honor both experiences.
What you're saying is contrasting with what Patricia said.
How so?
Clarendon not going in there just in 2 years, but being there over time.
So every situation requires a different response.
Exactly, but the key thing is also partnership and listening, so you can bring people together. One of the things I bring to the constituency, which people talk straight. Let me tell you, I love the comrades. They're very straight.
You bring so much that way. We have got to take a break because.
No problem. But I want to thank East Rural, though, for really standing together and being open to moving forward.
Straight up, East Rural. For the past at least 4 or 5 years, more than that, though, I had thought that I had considered that DK would be taking either one or both or more of you into Hanover to take over some of that work there that time. Because I remember the people of Hanover sent come call him.
That's right.
After he elected, he helped some other people.
Yes.
In a seat.
And also because of the Ramble Funeral Home, in terms of the same thing that actually started Daddy in the 60s with the box site and being an activist for the workers. What brought him back in 2005?
I mean the burial of the home.
The burial
and the water table.
And the water table being polluted by the company. And he fought it for the people of Hanover, and they said, well, come. You know, you still have life and energy. Come and stay and work with us. And
work with the living.
It wasn't his intention to re-enter representational politics, but something's in your blood and service through politics.
So
that's what he answered that call.
We were expecting that. I even expressed my opinion about that even up to maybe 3 years ago.
Yes, you did.
Till apparently it was either it wasn't on the cards or maybe people were expecting that maybe he would be withdrawing maybe by 2015, 16, 17.
Right.
On the other hand, now they a kind of startling challenge against him by Hales recently.
Yes.
Put a different, put a different flavor on it, and it surprised me that DK stayed there and apparently is going to run again.
No, man. He's actually he had indicated to the party leadership that he did not intend to run as a representative as MP for Eastern Hanover again, but we'll be working with
he gave up the chairmanship of the region.
So the listeners understand.
Okay.
The People's National Party manages the country in 6 regions, and DK Duncan was the Region 6 chairman, and that's for parishes of St. James, Hanover, and Westmoreland, and that's what Ian Hales had challenged him for, an internal party seat. So he didn't actually, when Ian had stepped forward wanting to run, he did not seek to compete. That was not his style. It is not a part of, from his perspective, the culture of the People's National Party or the way in which we do things.
But as a man, I know deal a lot of preparation. He hasn't identified even a couple of hands full of young or middle-aged males and females there that would fill any vacuum that threatens.
Yes, man. He actually has Winter McIntosh, who is the current mayor of Hanover, who is the candidate for Eastern Hanover. So he is a councillor within DK's, that is actual constituency up in Chester Castle, and so he is the candidate for the elections. Eastern Hanover.
Yeah.
So in a way that things work, and so I'm hoping the best for Winter. We are hoping.
We are supporting Winter very much in this process.
Yeah. Now,
good man.
Similar to DK, and expectation that him might be soon at the end of his representational career.
Yes.
So it was expected of Omar Davis, and quite a few people either were identified by him or identified themselves, including Mark Golden.
Mark Golden, yes.
Colin Campbell is at JUTC under Omar Davis, but maybe Omar Davis like him as a driver, but not as a doctor. Don't Colin Campbell interested in a South?
Yes, he's interested in South St. Andrew.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then afterward, I heard that put down safely for you because
put down.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I actually I started working in South St. Andrew about 16, 17 years ago when I did my thesis.
Yeah.
I did work in Annagans, Jonestown, Craigtown, also Tivoli, and so many areas, Olympic Gardens and so forth. And so looking at the main causes of common violence and the origins of violence in the communities and how we could utilize social capital and community-based organizations and make them stronger as a counter to the negatives of the violence, And so from that, I think South St. Andrew caught my heart. It's a tremendous place, tremendous community.
It's not an accident. It's not accidental that it produced so many of the performing artists.
There is a mystic for sure.
Whether it's fine arts or
natural mystic,
music,
natural mystic. And so I had
because it's country people move from and come to this place,
Yes.
Come and market and don't go back home.
And don't go back home. So I had maintained my connection and working with Dr. Davies over the years in different ways in South St. Andrew. And it's a great place. And in fact, I had intended that when Dr. Davies retired from actual representational politics, after completing, because his thing is, while he's close to retirement, there are particular things he wanted to complete. There was a polytechnic being built, started in South St. Andrew.
Yeah, but that is going to be...
So, the reason why, in fact, I did not stay there, because I also believe in the People's National Party. And I believe that the work done over the last 4 years in particular, that we'll have to finish that work. I believe Jamaica is on a path of economic transformation, which is going to help to seed further social transformation, and I want the party to win the next election. Let me just be straight with you, Jerry.
Yeah.
And so, when I got the request to consider East Rural St. Andrew, I was hesitant because I had invested time, 15 years, in a particular constituency. I had relationships.
But talk about that. As I mentioned, that Colin Campbell also was interested in East Rural St. Andrew.
He was? I didn't know
he was in this neighborhood before. Wasn't he?
No, Easton, at St. Andrew Easton. He was the MP.
Yeah,
so
in this
Andre
area.
Hilton is the MP for this area.
But he was never interested in East Rural.
No, he was. I think he was interested in the constituency that
And was in
Tony
Clarendon, was
Hilton.
looking around in Clarendon also.
He actually had
he has
run.
been a few places.
Yes, he has.
So what we're clear on is that Colin has chosen representation
As his passion.
as his passion and a way to give back. But what we are clear on, he has not yet settled on exactly where he's going to give back at this point, but he will settle.
He will
and
settle.
he will give back
In the ways that will
because
work.
you know, one thing that is great about the People's National Party is that we have space for everyone, and we create the space that people can give back.
But why is it that in Jamaica and in the PNP and the JLP, people like Colin Campbell, even D.K. Duncan and Omar Davis, who have been in seats before, are still there? So many of them, because the outstanding ones, they want them there even longer than Mike and Russo. Now left till if somebody push him in a wheelchair.
Right. Why are they still there?
No. Yeah, you have a few people who have the energy can go until 80 yard.
Right.
But some of them not. And therefore it caused people to be entering politics at 40 and at 40 and 50 as youth.
Yes.
When we should have been making use of these people 15 years before.
All right, can I say something though, Jerry?
A lie, Medal.
I think so. I think it's lie you're telling. Let me tell you why I think it's lie you're telling.
You should have been there 15 years. You could have been there 15 years ago.
Could have been, but maybe should have been. Maybe that's not necessarily so. And I want to put this to you. In life, in any organization, you need a mix of everybody. You need the old, you need the young, you need the middle-aged. And the young alone cannot run a country. The middle-aged alone cannot run a country, and the old alone cannot run a country.
You need a combination.
You need a combination of all. So this idea that everybody has to go is...
I never said, no, we don't have to go from one extreme to the other. Not everybody, not about everybody.
And also, I want us to realize that politicians are also human beings. Retiring is probably the hardest thing for any individual who has been working hard for their whole life to do. And so there is some compassion in that process of retirement and that process of the conversation to retire. That it doesn't have to be your time done now, go about your business. And it can be a much more compassionate conversation that would allow us to have better transitions. And sometimes I think in the public space, our conversation tends to be too much. We're done with you now. Give somebody else a chance.
I think, Jerry, if we had structures, you see. So, all right, so let's go back for a second, right, to what you mentioned before with DK and Ian. We used to have particular cultural mores in the party which were stronger, like ways in which we actually had transitions they weren't as aggressive, and out there, but times change. And when you don't have, when cultures are not documented and structured and formalized, so you have planning for succession, planning for what next for people who have lots of experience and energy still, but perhaps may not be playing a role that they were playing before. If you don't have those types of things, you're going to have a challenge. So I do think one of the things that Trisha, myself, and other persons in the party will want to do in the future is look at how we further develop our organization as a party. So we actually have ways to bring in more and more young people in a structured way so they feel there's active welcoming, because there's a feeling that is not active, but it's a feeling. Because I am a young person, so is Trisha, and other persons are working in the party who are young too, who are being encouraged, or 80.
And I want you to remember, the Democratic Party in the U.S., the Republican Party in the U.S., they are much older than the People's National Party here in Jamaica. They still struggle with transition. They have a 2-year fight.
Yeah, but sometimes you have a sea change. Look for Obama. He was identified from him in his 20s, 30s, and he really make a breakthrough there
Dark horse, man.
In 2004.
Right.
And not only that, him followed the example of other people using social media. He wasn't the first, but him carried to a state of the art. And it was hundreds of thousands of young people, not just voters, not about voters, activists and workers.
Yeah, man. I log on to the whole thing.
Oh, I forgot a break, straight up. Now, aren't you a Rhodes Scholar?
Yeah, no.
What, sorry?
Or a Rhodes Scholar?
No, I actually was a finalist in the Rhodes Scholarships.
Okay.
But
Before you go there, Doina, because you ended on social media, and I'm going to do a little plug here for myself, because we've done the first, I believe, crowdfunding campaign for politics in Jamaica. We started it at Indiegogo.com, and I want people to get engaged with it, not just because of simply the donation, but we want to shift the power in Jamaica to widen the financing of campaigns, to widen that base, and everybody has to realize that they can make a difference.
All right, I'll leave that till the last hour when you interact with the caller. There's 3 things I want to deal with quickly.
Yes.
Only I have 3 minutes to deal with each one. Now, you were a candidate for the Rhodes Scholarship, but
yes,
the Rhodes Scholarship there now. Recently, one of the most senior Rhodes Scholars in Jamaica, Franklin Johnson. You saw those articles that he wrote after Cameron came here and insulted the Jamaican population, Jamaican population and the Jamaican voters.
Regarding reparations.
Yeah, he real insult.
Yeah.
And then Franklin Johnson was there commenting on it in a more insultful way.
So I didn't actually read Franklin Johnson's article. But I heard about it.
Yeah, very insulting. And citing 6-year-olds, some children of their school children of various ages were asked about what they think about reparation and so on. And most of them were affirmative and appreciative of it. But one 6-year-old at an elementary school, I'd say, she no business in the reparation and them must stop big money and thing. And it was highlighted in a newspaper, and that is what he took and ran with, along with other things like that. As an advisor to the Minister of Education, a Rhodes Scholar, some Rhodes Scholars have almost vindicated their taking of the Rhodes Scholarship by the actions that they have taken since then. But him now, it looks like he's a road back him take.
So Jerry, I take it you do agree with Franklin.
With Franklin's perspective.
And guess what happened?
Yeah.
We don't agree either, but we just don't agree.
Yeah, but look here.
So
the political values and the political issues in Jamaica is wider than the PNP and JLP.
Yeah,
if it was left to the PNP and JLP, reparation would never be an issue. I have seen Ralph Gonzalez on more than one occasion publicly pleading and lecturing this Prime Minister and other politicians in the Caribbean and in Jamaica. I've seen him publicly and I've known of him doing privately, coaching them that this is not like a Rasta issue or not like a back to Africa issue. This is a real issue, a legitimate issue. Till gradually some of them start to, but when Jewish people and when Alaskan people and when Japanese and all these other people and Kenyan Mau fighters agitate for and get reparation, it is seen as a legitimate thing. But these politicians are so anxious to be in the good books of the world leaders that somebody have to tell them, say, a good something, Like when Colonel Charles went to Africa, they made him a chief, and give him some chieftain rope. And when he came back here, he had no use of it, And him tell him friend Dr. Keane, say, well, I don't know them give me all them things. Dr. Keane about it, said, no, man, a big thing, a big valuable. As after that, Colonel started about him a chieftain,
So Jerry, what I get from what you're saying is that thank goodness that we have active players and thinkers and doers in all parts of Jamaican society. All politicians are not perfect. We will not know every single, the right perspective on every single issue. That's why you have to listen, as a leader.
Yeah.
You can't know everything at all. So maybe it is that the leaders in the parties have been more conservative around reparations, as has been the case. But thank goodness you have activists who have been putting it forward in a particular way, such that when in fact Cameron did come and the Prime Minister did speak in Parliament, she spoke to it, perhaps not in as strong a way as others would have liked, but she spoke to the fact that it is an important issue.
To be frank, listen.
One second, hold on. I'm not saying there's different levels of activism in different parts of the country, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, but to be frank, it backfired both Panshi and the people who was in dealings with Cameron. It backfired. Because them never realized that the Jamaican people would be so indignant. Look,
you mean the prison backfired?
Not the whole
not reparation.
The reparation issue. The reparation conversation.
Listen. Reparation is issues our people issue from long time now.
Yes, I know.
Long time.
Yes.
The African nationalists, the black nationalists, the Garvey movement. Is it precursor
leaders
to the
on it?
No, hold on. Is it a precursor to the nationalist movement in Jamaica?
I know.
Is it Garvey movement, the Black Liberation movement, is a precursor? And is it caused the PNP and Jamaica welfare and the Jamaica Labour Party to rise up?
Yes.
And the other thing is this, that him the reparation and Africa and the international link-up that we advocate in a long time and which must happen.
Yes.
It's not as fashionable as the gay rights movement. But
I don't know if it is a fashionable issue.
No, you know, you're the last thing I'm saying.
Right.
It's not as fashionable and as well funded as the gay rights movement. That's why I say the Prime Minister and your party, and even Angela Brownburg when she went to the gay rights parade on the 1st of August. And which nothing wrong with you go there and do that, you know, but it's more fashionable to be with that. And it's more, you know, fashionable and sexy in the world to be aligned with that more than with Africa and black thing and reparation.
Jerry, it's a very unfair characterization.
No, sir, no.
No, because you make it seem as if there is no support.
Or there's one or the other.
One or the other. And
You can't. It's both.
What Angela Brownburg did, she wasn't advocating.
Nothing wrong with you that.
She was saying that.
Nothing wrong with you that.
I know, but let's clarify something.
Yeah.
You can actually advocate on many issues at one time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
One around is tolerance, meaning not approval, but not
Jamaica is, look at,
people.
Jamaica
All
is,
right, that's one.
no, hold on. Jamaica is one of the most tolerant,
Yes.
listen here, no,
Yes.
I don't finish talk.
Go ahead.
Jamaica is one of the most tolerant society when it comes to so-called homosexuality.
Mhm.
You think you could have got anywhere in public in the last 50 years from 1955 and malign all Rex Nettleford and make the ordinary people know? When I'm talking about intellectual and
guess what happened, Jerry?
No,
It does
people
not
say leave
like
the
that.
man alone.
But Jerry,
and
it does
all
not
different
like
kind
that in
of
all walks of
Sammy
society.
Watson, hold on, little please. Sammy Watson, all different people in the society doing different things. Artists, all different kind. People know them and say, boy, them laugh and say, boy, them funny. But nobody, if you try troubling people, say, move and go from here. Look that.
But Jerry.
And we have been labeled by the world gay movement.
No, but because
No,
we did
as what?
say
Label as
something
what? Label as what?
as anti-gay.
No, homophobic. Lie them at tell.
But guess what happened? Guess what
Lie,
happened, Jerry?
lie.
Jerry, we also
They
had
get
at the
money to
same
start that.
time,
They
at
get
the
money
same
to start
time,
that.
at the same
Yeah, man,
time we
get
had
money.
contending views because
Yeah.
at the same time we had some artists with some very public displays
Yes.
of bashing gays.
Yes.
So we had both occurring at the same time. So you can't choose one and say this is the only thing that
No.
exists within your
One
society.
thing I know. It is
However,
more
I
fashionable.
want to say to you one
It's
thing,
more
though,
fashionable.
Jerry,
Yeah.
in that you see in this conversation it seems to be putting the direction of a country's conversation fully in the hands of
Yeah.
the political director.
One last thing, we only have 4
And
minutes
it's
left.
not only the political
Well,
director that is
no,
responsible
you
for moving a country forward.
You know, you're Nicholson and tell him what you say.
Yes,
You want
sir.
to come have representative on gay rights? You're crazy. Because him now go up on a platform and go advocate for no gay rights. You see, so you're crazy. Anyway, the thing about it is, I don't hear no. Do you know that every human being have a right to a living space? Do you know that?
Yes.
Do you know that?
Yes.
Then how it not in the Human Rights Charter?
I don't know, but
You know,
let
let me tell you.
There are a lot of things
No,
that
let
are
me
not
tell
in
you.
our
I want
human
the
rights
time
charter.
short. Let me tell you.
Why is that?
It was forbidden from going to most farm in the United Nations and when the most farm in the Human Rights Charter. Them
Right.
forbid that to go in there because the whole basis of the capitalist economy
It's property.
forbid everyone from having property. It must not be free for all. It must not be something that everyone have. Otherwise people not going to go work for no minimum wage if they can stay in the yard and plant food. And it's not an accident why most people in the world, even white people in the world, most human beings in the world do have a living space, even in Europe, own, it's rent them pay. And most people in the world do not know so it's a right, it's a deliberate thing. But I don't hear the People's National Party and the radical movement and the leftists of one time talking about that. How come? We have 2 minutes.
How come? Because you don't talk about every issue,
No,
Jerry.
land, we're talking about the basic
And I'm
thing.
telling you, I'm talking to you about the
Land.
basic thing, land, Jerry,
Yeah,
because
land.
there are a lot of other issues. It's
No,
not,
this one.
But I'm telling you straight up, Jerry,
Yeah.
there are other issues to be spoken about right now in Jamaica other than just the basic human rights, because we are talking
No, land.
about...
We
No,
don't
I am
know this-
talking to you, Jerry. Let me finish.
Land.
We are talking about land, maybe not in the form of the human rights, but we are talking about land in the form of lamp. We are talking
Lamps,
about...
a lamp, some a lamp over people. And I give out title.
Jerry,
No, listen.
Jerry.
Giving out title.
Allow her to finish.
No, grandstanding. Listen here now.
No.
Getting
Who's
as much-
grandstanding, Jerry? Me or you?
Getting as much political mileage
Out of
giving out.
Jerry,
Hold on,
titles
listen here.
allow you to actually
No,
go to
let
a
me.
bank
You're not allowed
and
to
leverage
do
and
that.
create
No, you're not
wealth.
allowed
No,
me
but
now.
Jerry, but
Just
you,
like how
Jerry,
we are
you're
not
not
being
allowed
allowed
nobody
in the land.
either.
No, just like how we're not being allowed in the land.
All right, go on through.
So it is
I want
that
to respond afterwards,
people
okay?
who earn
I
them.
want to finish my
people,
response first.
No, people who earn them land and getting them title.
Yes.
Them not allow them to go collect them title. They are getting photo opportunity out and getting as much mileage out of it.
Jerry,
Where is
have
it?
we taken the picture of 12,000 people? We have not taken a
No.
picture of 12,000 people, so stop
It is
it.
the most
No.
amount
Stop
of
it,
land
Jerry.
titles
No,
that
listen,
we
I
give
don't-
out in the
I don't-
land.
see
Grandstanding
any
does
sign.
not work.
I don't see any sign of changing back to the values that did build the
Jerry,
no,
look,
and I have to be allowed to finish what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't see any return to the values that was the basis of building the socialist values of the People's National Party. And the younger people them then getting more and more accumulative or acquisitive as against the mass of the people.
Can we now respond, Jerry?
You must.
Thank you, Trisha. You can continue your point, and
I will continue. So within LAMP, within the whole sugar transformation in terms of the handing over and the delivery of homes and land to people.
Not all photo opportunities.
Not all photo opportunities, because they are occurring daily. So the recognition of making those informal settlements formal so that people can live on a piece of land. Jerry, I'm going to speak. I'm going to finish speaking. I'm going to finish speaking. We're coming to that, Jerry.
You have less than a minute.
All right. Yes, and in less than a minute in terms of the return to the social values.
Socialists. Socialists.
Jerry, when in fact the People's National Party, when it came out to government, said that we are taking our children off our shift system because our children must have access to a full day's worth of education. That's about equality of action, opportunity, you know.
And that's
so
what
when Ronnie, Minister of the Way, said that, and no matter what the financial restraints are, and therefore 36 schools this year are coming off of the shift system, and that's a real thing. When over 300,000 children have food for the basic school feeding program. 300,000. Sorry, 236,000 people, children. That is back to our socialist values, because you have to eat so you can learn.
And let's just be clear, socialist values is not about everything just being delivered to everybody, but everybody having equal opportunity to learn. And we are creating that environment for equal opportunity.
We're going to cut out the chorus there now, because 11 a.m. headline news, straight up. All right, we're going to read some text message, then now we're going to play a request from the Duncan sisters, Dennis Brown. Next text message. Good morning, Jerry. Can you please tell me how Portia tastes, since her name is always in your mouth? That time me and Portia private business. And you know, so when you're like a youth, they say, you eat my mouth water, in other words, me bite something, you eat, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, well, if I'm present, if I'm present, I'm not about going at that. I'll draw them or draw them. Good morning, Jerry. You're a liar. You ever hear a labor right chat anything about what PNP has PNP bad, man? Okay, I'll make it articulate. Good morning, Jerry. You're a liar. You ever hear a labor right chat anything about what PNP has PNP bad, man? Next one, Sir Jerry. Half of them some are labor right and the rest half of them have PNP.
And because you're Jamaican.
That's right.
Yeah. Next one. Sir Jerry, I hope it's a lady, this will give me a knighthood. I'm going to take a knighthood from the man. Sir Jerry, the world expect to hear Zion the first play to civilize and exalt above all places, backed by the prince which shall high before his God. A parable, you know?
Yes.
Let me see if I can. Sir Jerry, the world expect to hear Zion the first play to civilize and exalt above all places, backed by the prince which shall high before his God. Next one, this song don't inappropriate. I wonder which one. It's inappropriate, okay. Next one, when last I want to see a clean and skillful Premier League game look how on it and Tivoli Garden playing vile at their home, man. Next one, Jerry, you better get rid of that promo quick. Your grandson, them never ready. So them making conflicting arguments like it's best to have us than hand out. Really? Big truck, hear this now. I have a promo with my grandson, them and them are reason, both same reparation. Each one of them have a different argument. Him said enough, him want the whole of them to say the same thing. My grandson, them are an idiot. And I doubt if a really big truck, listen now. Some idiot are misrepresent big truck. Because big truck couldn't afford. Me read it again. Jerry, you better get rid of that promo quick. Your grandson, them never ready. So they're making conflicting arguments like it's best to have us help than handouts. Really.
Okay.
I foreign them there now. I put an accent and all them with it.
Okay.
And
they had different perspectives.
And my grandson, they have mine of them own. One is 18, one is 19.
I would expect so.
And one is 22.
Or else they would
I want to run it. Hey, go find a promo, make them listen to it, please.
Yeah, man, I would love to hear.
Next one. What's your view on Bob's son paternity debacle? Them thing that happen all the while. Paternity people proving that them is father. People proving that that man is not them father and so on. A long time that I go on from in the Bible. And Joseph was minded to put her away privily. Joseph, when he found out Mary pregnant. And Joseph was minded to put her away privily. And the angel said to him, say, not do it. He could have put her away publicly, you know, but that would require her being stoned to death, you know. And him said, I'm going to put her away privately, quietly. And the angel said, listen here now, man. Not do it, marry her. Because God breed her. A long time those things going on.
Long time.
And then worse when them carry, you know, South Africa I'm grew up, you know. When I was 2 years old and them run away, them going to Egypt and come back and them go to Jerusalem. And them come back from Jerusalem, 2 days them in the train, you know, wagon train, I go down till them say, where Jesus there? Them say, the youth up, so a 2 day journey, them have to go back up to Jerusalem. When them go up there, them find them a reason in the temple with the chief, with the doctors and lawyers. And when the mother said to him, say, you know, so with me and your father are fret about, him say, you know, so I'm about your father's business. Mary, Gulp and Joseph, you know. Because him say, when him say, I'm about my father, him say, right, the youth find out, say, Joseph and them father. And somebody else said, touch Mary.
I say it's good.
You know touch?
Yes.
The master touch?
Yes.
But then as a wellness, a Portia's son.
I don't know about that one. I don't know.
But it's a premature. But it was a premium, it was a premature. And
okay. Because it's harder to do it with the mother. It's harder to do it with the mother.
No, what I trying to find out whether it's Bruce. Them says baby Bruce.
Okay.
At the same time, I don't know if it's Siaga. Yes.
Baby Siaga.
Anyway. I run remote on people anyway. What is your view on Bob's son paternity debut? A long time them thing are going on. It's not that disturbing. Next one. After the poor is overtaxed and money is disappearing all over, why don't we concentrate on stemming the thievery? Yeah. But you know, methods of doing it. That's what you need more discussion about, methods of doing it. Yes.
Right.
Next one. I call and listen to this program religiously. From doing that, one of my friends stopped call for the same reason. Because that person start listening to the program, they don't vex and stop. Next one, Jerry, up here young people are run for politics. Them coming like mangoes.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
No boy, well on. I think that is it. We can play the music now, please. Request of the Duncan ladies. Dennis Brown.
Love and hate can never be friends, oh no, oh no. Here I come with love and not hatred. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. Envy no one, no wish to be with no evil man. For there'll come the day when you'll be whipped by the feathers and give up huge children. Oh yeah, live up past the children. Yeah. My head is anointed and my cup runneth over. Yeah. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Here I come with love and not hatred. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. Envy no one, no wish to be with no evil man. For there'll come the day when you'll be whipped by the feathers and live a good children. Oh yeah, live a good children. Oh yeah. Oh give up, oh give up. Yeah,
Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. Dennis Brown request being played there for the Duncan ladies.
Here we come with love. And surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives. And we declare it, and so shall it be.
Yeah, days of our lives.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm sure that you ladies know that what name Hot Stepper? Enjoy life more. There's a thing, Hot Stepper. Yeah, the session that the session that the yoga center, what name again?
Oh, the Bikram?
Bikram Sam's yoga center is going to have on the 11th of December at 17 Latham Avenue. We're going to put out the question. We're going to give away 2 free tickets. And the question you're going to be asked to answer a question, you know.
Okay.
And we're going to get it from Miss Yolanda Light there in a few days' time, or maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, and put them out so that over the next 2 weeks people can answer the question in the best way. When the best answers, we will award 1 to a male and 1 to a female to go to that session.
Experience yoga.
Yes, it's a session in aid of Red Cross that the yoga center is putting on. Very nice location on the roof of the same building that the yoga center is. 17 Latham Avenue. A lovely beach. Yeah, my bow beach. Lovely roof. A balcony scene. They're very nice. A marathon will be playing there, and all-inclusive food are the best preparation and taste, and good company that night. $6,000 all-inclusive of drinks and food and the music and the company. They'll be hearing about that more and more. Then now tonight is one of the countryside Tuesday night live music sessions that continued from the Blue Essence sessions that used to be held at the King's Plaza. Orisha Sound live in concert, that's tonight at Countryside. 9 o'clock it starts, free. Featuring Brian Hart, Sophia Squire, Anthony Q, Wayne Daniel, Moish and Shelk with a band. Tonight, Countryside Club, admission free. That is just off the Eastwood Park Road, just in half tree there, just past the transport center on Eastwood Park Road, go down Courtly, whilst drive us a few doors down Countryside Club. And we're going to get back to the telephone. And you may interact with the ladies here, the Duncan sisters, as well as any other call that you want to make. Good morning and welcome back to Straight Up, hello.
Morning.
Hi, how are you doing, sir? This is Garnet.
Morning.
Morning, Garnet.
Morning, Garnet.
Hey, what?
Yes.
You know, so we still not meet yet, though.
Yes, we know we talk, but we don't meet.
And I was at a certain special general meeting the other day, and by the time I say, oh, that you gone.
Oh, no, we have to make a plan to meet.
It was 12 o'clock yet? Was it 12 o'clock with the pumpkin, where the carriage turned back in our pumpkin shell?
A little after 12.
A little after 12, is that happen?
Seriously now, the crowdfunding.
Yes.
Why we not take up that more in Jamaica? You mentioned Indiegogo.
Yes.
We can have crowdfunding in Jamaica.
Yes, but Indiegogo, you mean in terms of making our own Jamaican crowdfunding site?
Yeah.
We have that as well.
We have one? I don't know.
That a JN and that a where name? Oh, like, you know, maybe, alright, for example, there's a gentleman that Jerry want to help.
Yeah, Windy.
A man who has spell and hard time. And whole heap of school children know him, you know him from school days and we can't have a crowdfunding, alright, you know the phone.
Yes.
Text messages. Just like how you have some places when them want money, them say, send a text to XYZ.
Right.
Each text value. We can't do that in Jamaica.
I think that will come in Ghana when we have mobile money,
right,
more formalized. And as you may know, Bank of Jamaica is looking really at that to properly formalize and approve more and more people doing that.
And the regulations are currently being reviewed.
Exactly. So I think when we get more modernized with those regulations, you can have a lot more democratic ways of people being able to give what they can, $10, $100, $1,000 and things.
And become a part of business as well and commerce. Huh?
We've been doing it before. I say we do it for Oak Garden. I say we do it for some other entities who seeking funds. And them just say, then I say, because look here.
Yes.
It's regular crowdfunding, in a Jamaican context. It will exclude a whole heap of people.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to take that on Garnet and see if I can look at property
Garnet
on the next round.
We have to go cut it short. You have to go date the lady them in the evening time. You have to go get that evening.
No, good wishing all the best in the running for the election, you know.
Thank you very much.
St. Andrew. Come from good pedigree.
Yeah. And talk about pedigree. You by the way, the little. Hold on there.
Yeah.
These are really mirrors. Technically, these are mirrors, you know. Because, you know, mirror mean mother. So mirror is the horse. The female horse we have offspring already. But them more look like fillies, may I tell you.
By the way, may they send hi to Mrs. Manley on the 8th of this month, you know.
Okay, on her birthday.
Brown did deliver such.
Well, we'll make sure and tell her. Just
no, hold on there. You know, hear what PJ say? PJ said, don't make hungry man carry your food.
By the way, somebody text and talk about if TNT, if people, the bad mind TNT. Them used to say PJ have house in the south of France.
Them no know it's not from south, man. Thank you very much, Garnet.
Yes, sir.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. I run mouth on PJ.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
She is not well all the time.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Good Jerry.
Yes, ma'am.
Jerry, good morning. Good morning, my sisters.
Good morning, sister.
All right. Listen, Jerry, I'm not talking to you, Jerry. I'm talking to my sisters. Please, listen, I have something to get to the minister. And I know you guys will get it for me, okay?
Okay.
Listen now, he said, Mr. Omar Davis said, he's going to spend $150 million to build a wall. When he build that wall cannot do nothing and make any money. Tell him...
No, but Humpty Dumpty can sat on it.
What?
Humpty Dumpty can sat on it.
No, that's why I went too high and Humpty Dumpty going to fall. Listen, tell him to build some shops around the park. That people could rent the shop and the shop.
Yeah, I hear us back or arcade, you know.
Something is a Jerry man and the shop.
Who are you talking to?
Might
not tell them where. Might not tell them where you live, you know.
Jerry, listen, my sister.
Yes.
He say he's going to build a park like Emancipation Park. We don't want no more park like Emancipation Park because the kids them don't have anything in the park to do. All in the park is straight people and lean people. And the kids are passed and I turn them head and cinema kids. The kids them want something to distract them. What Mr. Omar need that.
And what happened if the kids see people kissing? What happened to that?
No, because they might go to the two wrong people are kissed.
Or the same kiss dog.
We need to specialize for the kids them no time. The kids them are waiting for something good. What we need to do, we need to build a swimming pool in the park, a diving pool, we get some swing, some slide, we put all the athlete things in the park.
Yeah, gymnastics.
So you know what I hear you saying, sister? I hear you saying that you want us to have. What I hear you say, sister, can I tell you if I'm hearing you correctly? That what you want to have is to make sure we have things for children to do in the park. That's what you want.
All right, my sisters, listen up. So we're going to have all the athlete things so the kids them can learn, teach and train. The kids them have a better emancipation part and meet lovers. When the kids them go in this park, they're going to have something to do. We're going to build a game room, computer room and music room because that park
to stimulate
is
them.
Enough for those things. We're going to get like 3 big rides. The kids them ride free. Big people.
Here's the thing, sister. I think we'll have to think about though is not just about using like one park. I think your point around focusing on things, focusing on important, right? So we can focus on how we can really, all of us, not just government now, but really and truly get things going for our children. So different parks in our homes, community centers. How do we organize ourselves to support our children more effectively so they can learn, play, and just have a good time and grow up and be children? So, but it's not just about us as government alone. We can do more.
Mr. Davis know that?
Mr. Davis does know that.
All right, okay, listen here. We have to wrap up this call here, ma'am.
All right.
But listen to me. One thing I want to say to you. I don't want you to fight against the black brothers, you know.
Listen,
But no, allow me to finish. Allow me to finish. Allow me to finish. All right, listen here. I'm going to play a music by the black brothers here. I'm going to play a music by the black brothers. Just touch it there for me. God, she know our black brothers eat no food, you know.
I want to know. Tell me before I go. School children, who are your family? Tell me, I want to know. Tell me before I go. We all Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Isaac, George, Zebulon, Daniel. Son of Dolly, Joseph, Benjamin, you're going to the promised land. We all going to the promised land. Everyone has gone before us now, yeah. Now we are left alone. And if you should reach there before us, tell them we are coming home. Oh, tell them we are coming home.
I'm going to read some text message and come back to the telephone. Next one. If some of the educated middle and upper class stop ripping off the country, health and education would be okay. Next one. Jerry, the PNP always have their own way, so stop calling the election this year, not surprising to me. So not calling the election this year, not surprising to me. I hope they will call it early next year. We can't take the pressure any longer. May God help us from this iron fist coming from Bevan Kingston. I know the iron fist, the touch going to come from, you know. They touch that Porsche. So, but anyway, Sir Jerry confirm is Sir Jerry confirm is 1,000 million equivalent to $1 billion. Yes, but a guy phoned earlier and said that holding his house costs billions. So I was asking him what is $1 billion, and him declined to define.
Answer. Okay.
So after that, him say me is my friend, so I have to ask him to define friend because I don't know if I'm such a precise speaker. Next one. Morning, Jerry. You're doing a good job. Love the show. The PNP is running scared. They have nothing to talk to people except talk. The people don't want that anymore coming from river water. What I always want to know from my PNP brethren and sisters is if they have an intention to return, not to the, you don't want to return to the same old thing, you know, but to return to the values of socialism. And I talk about communism or share the wealth and them things, you know, the values of socialism that guided the nationalism of the PNP.
The principles.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think
because it's almost embarrassing to
Jerry, guess what happened?
It's like almost embarrassing thing in the party, you know.
You know why I'm here in the PNP? Because it have those principles. I would not be a part of
we want
the
it
PNP
stronger
today.
though. Want it stronger.
Yes, and
I want it at the top.
And I believe it's at the top. I believe it's at the top, but there are some things that occur as you do a transition in your life and as people evolve, that sometimes things are stronger in terms of the whole shift in the whole global world. The conversation used to be stronger in the 70s. It was easier to be there in the 70s. Now,
no, but in
you
the
have
world
to be
now,
a lot more deliberate around the conversation now for the conversation to maintain. In the world now, the conversation is not so much about socialism.
You know me like Ralph Brown.
Opportunity.
Ralph Brown talks simple. He's a simple person.
Yes.
And him say some of these socialists then him say I'm not a mouthwater socialist, you know. And he's not talking fast, you can hurry him up, you know. Remember him say. But maybe it's not a mouthwater, but it wants some denture since it's a old age problem. It wants the socialism wants some denture, some teeth.
Jerry?
I remember saying on the father dentist, boy, so life is poetic.
It is. Jerry?
Yes, ma'am.
There's no doubt in my mind that where we are as an organization, as a party, is not the same organization as it was in the 70s.
No, you don't want to go back to that.
No, I know, but the thing is that, and we're as a country, is not the same country in the sense of the ideological differences that really characterize that time period that allowed people or disallowed people to hear each other thank goodness
Hear
it's not
what I
the
want
same thing.
about.
But let me tell you something. Hold on. But the core is still there in the People's National Party.
Yeah.
I do believe as a young person
Yeah.
we have to reinvigorate that core even more, because it is a battle. It is very difficult in the economic circumstances that we live in to hold to that core while also transforming and finally fixing some fundamental issues in our economy. It is difficult, but it is because the core is still there that you see the principles coming through in the policies, in education, in path, in terms of how path being increased 2 times significantly, over 30% increase in path. That's the social security system we have in Jamaica over the last 2 years, more than inflation. That's a part of what is informed by the principles and policies, because you know that if a person for whatever reasons in life cannot help themselves, you have to have a system in Jamaica, in our countries, that allow people to stand up, and hopefully live life day to day. It is not perfect, Jerry, at all. But I think the core is still there and manifesting itself in some key policies, some key social policies, while we maintain fiscal discipline, so that when external forces see us doing things in a particular manner, like the IMF and World Bank and IDB, etc., they say, you know what? Your program that you had put forward,
we have to go for the break.
that you can now ease upon your target and actually have a little more money into the system to help to support growth.
You remind me of
It's a serious thing, Jared.
that was on TV. No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Shift up the argument.
No, I'm not joking. No, we have to go
understand.
for a break. When I come back, you just remind me of something.
Okay, Jerry.
Straight up.
All right, Jerry. Time flies, Jerry.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I'm telling you.
And
quite exciting.
And wild asses can't hold you.
That's right, Jerry.
That's why I was telling you, I was going to remind you of something. There was a television program on TV about a year and a half, 2 years ago, Sunday night, with some ladies discussing. It was like The View.
Yes.
And one of them was the lady who ran against her
Paula
father.
Carr Jarrett.
I said it was so uncanny. I never see somebody remind me of you, so it's so animated. Yeah.
And I must tell you, she was a formidable campaigner.
She
She could have walked.
Yes,
she could have walked.
I tell you.
But DK still beat her though.
I know.
Let's remember that result, right?
I know.
Okay.
And hear this now. When they started the program, they tried to take the name straight up.
They did?
I heard about it. I had to call. Matter of fact, I was on a news at 7 one night, and I saw the placard about 10 foot long, upside down, that student list, straight up. And I was going to launch it the next week, so I asked them about it. And
so God is divine always?
The producer said she wasn't aware of any
other show?
Of any program name straight up and all kind of thing. Okay. Anyway, they did change the name, but she really have that energy and that drive there.
She does.
But back to tourism business. You were once in a tourism
company. Yes.
You have moved on or what?
No, I have. So I started my Tropic Escape in 2003. It was a destination management company that sought to capture the stories of Jamaica. So you had like Rastafarian immersions. You had Taste of Jamaica, where you have different, not the jerk you have at the hotels, but the real food in Jamaica, or oxtail or stew peas, and learning how to make Jamaican
food. This is to supplement the all-inclusive experience.
Exactly, to have to escape and actually learn about the Jamaican rich culture and history.
Yeah.
And our tour guides were called escape artists because they created experience for the tourists, And it was going well. And I was very happy to be supported by my family and many people abroad. And the travel agents loved it because it brought a difference to Jamaica and brought back the high-end tourism. Because we compete with places like...
You're going to file all of them experience for future?
They are filed for future, because what occurred was that the world economy, as you know, in 2008, then went into a tailspin, which we saw in 2007, because we saw bookings
which we were told would not affect us.
Yes, by Audley, I know. So when Audley said that, we could benefit, my company, which is a tour company, I said, well, how is he talking about benefiting when I saw the projections from 6 months before indicating that no, you have to really and truly. And let me tell you, Jerry, it was very hard as an entrepreneur. After you've built and put in time and you beg for money and you talk to investors to close up. It's like a baby.
It's like a miscarriage almost.
Exactly,
but don't look at it that way.
That's it. So lessons learned and applying the lessons learned. And so when I talk to business people now, I apply those lessons. And even
I have a segue. too.
You know, you apply those same lessons as
But
well.
I'll say it to you now. Will Milk River be in your constituency?
No, Milk River is not, but Salt River Spa is in my constituency.
You see how easily she slip into the seat?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Because you know it.
But which river?
Salt River.
Salt River.
Yeah,
What a beautiful, look here. What a lovely place, man.
It is
you
a
ever go, hold on, you ever go
beautiful
Salt River on a holiday?
Oh, it's full.
My God.
Full. And
half of the people in there is East Indian. There's so many Indians around there. It's beautiful.
Lots of Indians.
It's beautiful to see the mixture of cultures, and I tell you, boy.
We're now looking to develop it now as a tourism destination.
But
for the
don't
cruise ships.
privatize it, you know.
No. It is really actually being managed by CCAM. Coastal
Caribbean coastal?
Caribbean coastal area management.
But I don't charge no admission for going there. No, I don't charge no admission.
No, I don't think that's what it is. It's about developing. They have a boardwalk that they've developed along that you can walk along into the mangroves.
Yeah.
They have a
the swimming hole.
And the swimming hole is going to
you.
be continue to be public.
And the wharf, the old sugar wharf.
That's right. So now we just
and
need to work
the
out
marina.
Parking there.
The marina and the shoot, the skeet and shoot.
That's right.
Rod tiller and gun club.
There's a lot to develop.
All colonial.
In there, a lot.
I love there.
And
Jamaica.
the oldest church is just down the road.
Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah, man, the oldest church, Ali Church, the oldest church.
That's right, in the Caribbean, I think it is.
So that's right, Trisha, go ahead.
No, so there is some great opportunity there for ecotourism.
Yeah,
really
South Coast.
For the whole South Coast.
The South Coast is far more rich. Big island than the North Coast. You know?
But also, don't forget as well, because in East Royal St. Andrew, you also have Syncona Gardens, you have the Blue Mountain Trails. I mean, we can actually
that's
taking part of East Royal St. Andrew. And so we've been talking with some of the
Newcastle, isn't it?
Mavis Bank, part of Newcastle itself.
Section 21.
And so when you go around actually to where the trail starts, that is in fact, within East Royal St. Andrew. And the coffee. But imagine coffee now into nutraceuticals, the plants that are up there. Incredibly beautiful. There is also marijuana, the cannabis that is grown there. And in fact, is how you partner now with the small farmers so you actually capture the value. And you see, Jerry, this is why, for me, when we look at Jamaica's potential, we can't go back, No. We have to make sure we build on the foundations that we have established in this country and make sure
you
people...
You can go back to the foundation, not to the roof.
Not to the roof. And make sure people, everyday Jamaicans, have a chance to really and truly have economic and social and mental independence. And so, when Trisha talks about Salt Spring, right, in terms of the
Salt River
Spa.
It's called.
And also other opportunities like the overall logistics, right, Trisha?
Yeah, in talking about that, in terms of the logistics hub and all those kinds of things, those are opportunities that we have in Southeast Clarendon, where we are.
So it says Milk River is not in it?
Milk River is in Southwest Clarendon, but it's close enough.
Or it goes straight up to Whitney Turn?
Yes.
Or that's where Hugh Small was one time?
Yes, Hugh Small had Milk River. So the opportunities, as the man was talking about, in terms of where we are for Jamaica, building on the foundations, and the truth is some of our foundations have had to be repaired in terms of our economic foundation, and we have repaired that economic foundation, and now we're moving forward. You talk about the whole constituencies. We
have 30 seconds to get back to the phone.
We also have the ganja farming inside of my constituency.
Yeah, I met an association.
A significant level of nutraceutical.
I met an association of Clarendon Ganja Farm.
Yes.
And guess who is one of the main principals in there?
You?
No, man. One of Victor Grant, the first Attorney General of Jamaica, one of him son them.
Yes.
This is got JC with me, Victor Grant. Victor
He
Grant.
sees the potential.
Yeah, man, he's in his way in Canada and he's back and forth regularly.
Great
it's one of the laws
for nutraceuticals in Clarendon.
Yeah.
It's one of the laws I'm most excited about, because laws don't always immediately impact Jamaica, Jerry. When you're in Parliament, it's kind of, gets a little tedious. But when Senator Golden carried it through, the actual reform to allow for an industry to be born. And we're not there yet, but we're in the process.
Let's get to the phone.
Opportunities are...
Good morning, welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Morning. Speak up a little, is that Mr. Jigsaw?
Sorry?
Yes, sir?
This is Jigsaw.
Yes, Jigsaw, I'm calling, sir.
I'd like to say something to these ladies and ask them for a response. Either of them. I believe one is an economist, am I correct?
Well, I was trained as an economist. Yes, Mr. Jigsaw. I was trained as an economist.
Okay,
yes.
Here we go now. Waterways.
Yeah,
He or she who controls it, and he or she relates to organization or countries, right?
Yeah.
Not just individuals. He or she who controls and exploits the waterway controls the shipping, and he who controls the shipping controls the trade, and he who controls the trade make the profit and make the opportunities for profit. And he who makes a profit creates the wealth. How do you see Jamaica in today's day and age being a prime maritime asset in the time of the Europeans coming across the Atlantic? And as it relates to today, the opportunity and the value we have.
Give them the minute and a half to respond, because we have a tight.
Well, there's clear value for us in terms of the maritime and the shipping industry, and it's for us to exploit it. But exploiting it and controlling it doesn't mean that you have to own every part of it. That idea that you alone own it, so you control it, is really a foreign idea. Control that comes from how you create the laws, how you create the environment, and how you widen the ownership of the industry. So you will probably have one or two major players in that area who will cause the driving of it, but you must do it in such a way that other persons can play in that space, and which is the whole point of Jamaica becoming a logistics hub. So if it is imperative, a logistics-centered economy, which is what I mean by a logistic hub. It's not that we build a space in Jamaica that's a hub. It is that the whole country is a hub for logistics. The whole country, not just the ports, not just the special economic zone. It's the whole country that we have an economy built on logistics. So we, just like how we earn from tourism, just like how we earn from agriculture, we earn from logistics. And that is a great opportunity that we have.
Yes, okay.
And just in support of that, when you talk about having large companies, because large companies that are external will come to Jamaica and invest, we have to make sure that we actually have structures in place, that you have linkages within the country. Because let me tell you, we haven't actually done it before. Well, we had FDI in a very, very big way in the 1990s, and we were not able to actually tie it together well. But learning those lessons, Jerry, may I finish my point, Jerry?
You have to tell them about the water wheel and the roaring river there. I passed it first.
Please?
You have to do something about that, otherwise...
The point I was making, Jerry, about lessons learned in the past with FDI, we're once again the country with the highest level of foreign direct investment in the Caribbean. How we choose to utilize those opportunities now will make a big difference if we're to leapfrog the growth question, right?
Because we
have to have the linkages to companies locally, so you can have more jobs from local companies and people employed.
We have to go for a break here now, here, sir.
And so, Jerry, that's where you don't have to own all of the value chain, but own key parts.
All right, okay, thanks. Let's go for the last break. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Morning.
Good morning, welcome. Hello?
Good morning, Jerry.
Welcome, how are you doing, ma'am?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning, Imani and your sister Patricia.
Good morning.
Imani.
Yes, ma'am.
It's Rachel.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Imani, and I just want to say hi to Melody Graham in Maple, who used to babysit you.
Oh, wow.
Okay, my last namesake.
Yes.
I just want to ask you two young ladies, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What you think about having a training center as in a free enough learning center for people who have dropped out of school, and some who have left school a very long time, but people who really need training to get employment in each constituency. What do you think about that, especially in the side of where you are going to be taking up?
We only have a minute to answer that.
Yeah.
But thanks, here.
Thank you, Rachel.
I think it's a very good idea. We have some of those already in the form of the CAP program, but that's for the more recently dropped out of school. And it was actually the space that Hart was supposed to fill. But in some cases now in Hart, there are some of their courses that are free, but some that they have to be paid for. But it is definitely a call that comes quite often when you're walking through the constituencies, that where the youths are asking for places to be trained that are closer to home because they have a hard time getting with transportation to get to the training centers. What I find the issue though is that we have to get more relevant training centers and to find a way to engage the youths, because we had one of those conversations we had in the constituency with the ministers, and what really came out is that they have the things available but the youths are not going because they are just not engaged. And this is a challenge. How do we motivate our youths to get up off the corner, to choose a different lifestyle, to choose a lifestyle that's not one that it will be easier to earn a money, but to go down that route where you can earn a more sustainable living. So that is really where we are at.
All right, thanks a lot, dear man. We have to move a little faster. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Next one. Thank you very much, Rachel. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Next one, please.
My turn?
Welcome. Yes, welcome.
Yes, man.
Walk on.
Let me so yes or no? I see him touch on Mary get push out of man.
Yes, man, because Abraham's wife was 90-year-old when Abraham at 99 tell her to move on over, you know. She laugh and say nothing can done, but him say nothing can done before the time.
Tell me something. I don't know if you're, well, tomorrow I guess, if your man from England can call and let me know. When me young, Mr. Jerry,
yeah,
$1 billion was a million.
Yeah, that's the first.
12 zeros.
That's the first definition I got when I was very young. Yeah.
90 million is $1 million.
Yeah.
That's England and Germany that is that.
Yeah.
So me used to one that said with this global economy thing, when a man called from England and said to somebody, 1 billion.
Yeah.
I mean, for call from America and say 1 billion, and them write down 12 zero when you go back to America, a trillion.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, that too. Plus, you know, understand something. Two ladies are sisters, but it's a two different party, right?
Same party.
Same party.
Oh, same party.
Same
oh,
father.
okay. That's something I get confused.
Committed to service.
No, I said that two brothers have run before in the same election in Jamaica. In the McNeils and I think also in the Spaldings, but never two sisters. Okay. And I said that the two brothers, the two pairs of brothers that have run for different parties, but these are two sisters for the same party.
That's why I'm going to get confused.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I wish them luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You must provide the plug.
Very articulate and like them on top of them games. Yeah. Something like your people just answer bam bam and no him or her.
No, yeah.
Like them know them thing, you know?
Why you talking? You run them out on senior people.
No. Me know him or her too, but that's true.
No, but you have some people. You have some senior people who are very popular and we love people, and them not as they're not thinking on them feet as fast as these ladies, and through that now you're running out on them.
No, you know, so sometimes I don't think.
Okay, we better stop rehearsal before. No, we better stop the argument before getting
off. All right, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, senior citizen.
Afternoon caller.
Walk off. When you're little youth, them would say walk off.
Oh, walk good. How about that?
Yeah,
walk good.
Like I hear Perkins was afraid one time when a man I face to them. I tell him something when some hold up of like lying not true, and Perkins say, go away, man. But in a modern time, you hear young people that talk about that, say, go away, man, go away, to a story. Next call. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
MPs, good morning.
No, she can't enter.
Good morning, MPs.
She may not enter. Next call, she may not enter. She calling from PNP headquarters, but she don't have no she don't have no behavior.
Well, I must clarify something. We're MPs in waiting. We are sitting MPs.
You know her?
I think I recognize the voice. Yeah. A good comrade, a committed comrade.
No, not good, no. she might be...
No comment, Jerry. Next caller. Come on.
It's a neutral comment.
It's neutral because she actually is objective, I think, and she puts forward different perspectives, you know, and she speaks.
No, but you're very rancid.
Lord Jerry.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up.
Morning, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
The people that run with Damien.
Yeah.
Some of the young youth, because they're not share the money and buy rum and all them something.
Yeah.
Them saying a pitney vote them to Damien say must spend the money upon the pitney them.
Yeah.
The people them say pitney will vote for you, and we vote for you.
Yeah.
So Imani you gotta do. Share the money or run with the people them.
Ask make sure answer you quickly.
Yeah, man.
Hi, caller.
Yes, money.
Yes, man. The Comrade Damien Crawford, MP, and Minister Damien Crawford have put in fact some places and programs on education and some good infrastructure programs throughout the constituency. That is undisputable, right? The manner in which I intend to actually build on some of those same programs while incorporating and establishing some of programs that will come from the community itself, I hope, because we'll work in a more participatory way. Person who understands why this road versus that road is not done, and not play into some of the negative dynamics. And let me give you an example. You see, once we win East Royal St. Andrew, and we will win East Royal St. Andrew, we plan to have visioning sessions across most of the larger communities in the constituency and sit down and say, okay, what do we want, let's say, for Harbour View? What do we want for Melbrook? What do we want for Mavis Bank as a community? and then we're going to say, okay, how much funds do we have that we can allocate to
Yes,
it? Transparency. Wait, no, wait. Let me finish.
No, we're not going to
And
be able
so
to do it that
then
way.
asking the people now, given that the priorities that we have, how we then choose which road we'll do first and which road we'll do second and third, and then say and agree.
And then now the man said,
no, but if you agree together, why focusing on this one and not road 2 and 3?
Yeah,
then
we have a
less
wrap up
argument.
this call, really.
So the process
Next one, please.
will be a bit different in that
All
way.
right.
But same objective
Text
and principles
messages.
as all comrades.
Text message. Bongo, good morning. The communists said the police do not commit murders. They prevent them. Is Carl getting mad? Getting there. Is Carl getting mad? That's a Carl Williams. Next one. If I would have quoted next Williams, I wouldn't say yes and I wouldn't say no. Dan I did say that. Next one. If Holness alone must declare about his house, what about the others? Professor Hicklin is well needed here.
We all declare on our assets, by the way, as parliamentarians.
Next one. Ask the ladies their views on fixed election date. Quickly.
Fixed election dates, I agree with fixed election dates.
Yes.
I think we should have
both local and national.
Local and national. I think it's time. It brings order to our country.
All right. The system also designed against its own, which too kind with borrowed money. Yes, man. Next one. Yes, Jerry, you finally show your true colors. You see it though. You mean you're blind? You mean you finally your eye open? For me not hide. I don't hide. I don't hide. Well, thank you very much. Well, all right. Thank you very much for having been here. And we're going to play 2 pieces of music. I want to thank my producer also, Tanya Richards, production assistant Monique Edwards, and technical operator Ian Stewart. Thank you very much, Patricia. Duncan.
And I just want us to say, let's as a country move Jamaica forward from dependence to true independence.
And Imani Duncan Price. Well, let's hear from first. What's your name again?
Etana.
And then Junior Gang. Straight up.
Them can't take my soul, you know.
So you beat them, so you mistreat them, so you lock them down and you think that you've won, but them are all a meditation out in the iration. Them a balance the far eye and I live upright. So tell me where you are gonna do now. Tell me what you gonna do now. Tell me what you gonna do now that the youth are them roots. You can't water down and dilute. You can't hide the truth from the youth. You can't steal the fruit, not the root. 'Cause the youth are them roots. Out in the street, they call it murder.
JamRock, jump where the thugs and camp at. 2 pound now within a van back. It inna your handbag, your knapsack, it inna your backpack. The smell of your girlfriend contact. Some boy not know this. Them only come around like tourists on the beach with a few club sodas, bedtime stories, and pose like them name Chuck Norris. And don't know the real hardcore, cause sandals are not back to. The thugs them we do where them got to. And won't think twice to shot to. Don't make them spot you, unless you carry guns a lot to. A beer tough thing come at you when trench town man stop laugh and block off traffic. Then them we learn pop off and them start chop it. With the pin file long and it a beat rapid. Police come in a jeep and them can't stop it. Some say them a playboy rabbit. Get chopped like a bad habit. So no bother post up if you don't have it. Rastafari stands alone.
This is News Talk 93 FM.
Good afternoon. It's Tuesday, November 24, with the 12 o'clock newscast here on News Talk 93 FM. I'm Shanice Brown. Coming up in this newscast, investigators charge a medical doctor and a lawyer for allegedly forging a dead man's will. Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation warns vendors in downtown Kingston that it will not be relaxing its rules for the upcoming Christmas season. The Road Safety Unit says fewer children have been killed on Jamaican roads this year. And the House of Representatives to begin debating amendments to the law to regulate the financing of political campaigns today.